welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, today we are doing a real SPM 2021 paper 2. My previous video is about paper 1. I hope you guys already watched it. I will put the link at the top and then remember to watch the paper 1 as well. And then if you don't have the question paper, it's totally fine. Just click the description box and then I will put the link at the bottom. Remember to download it and then try yourself first. For those you really couldn't do it, only watch my video, okay? And then I will put a time division for every single question so you guys can click to the questions that you don't understand. The rest of them, if you can do yourself, okay, my dear, you're gonna try yourself, okay? Trying yourself is very important part of it, okay? So shall we? Let's start. Question 1. So guys, these particular questions, when I just purely look at it, I straight away know they are under Form 4 Chapter 3, which we call it System of Equation. So this question asks me to solve. Solve means find the unknowns out. When I look at it, I saw X, I saw Y, I saw Z. Okay, they want to find 3 unknowns. So guys, normally whenever they want to find 3 unknowns, then you must have 3 information. 3 equation, I would say. So whenever you want to find 2 unknown, then you will have 2 equation. And you guys can see how I write Z. I always write Z with a dash because Z and 2 is very confusing. So I see people do it wrongly. Then I don't want you to be the one as well. So remember, put a Z with a dash is easier for yourself to view as well. So now out of all this, those easiest one, I will always make it equation 1. Even though this one look quite easy, but they got fractions. So I don't think I will do that. I will choose like either one. So let's say I choose single Y because equation 1 must be single unknown. Plus 4x, move it over minus 4x. Plus 2z, move it over minus 2z. Okay, this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2, and this will be my equation 3. So now my job is to sub 1 into 2, sub 1 into 3. So what is the purpose of using sub? Of course, if you want to use elimination, you can use elimination. But normally, elimination only work when both of them also linear equation. So if they are non-linear, then you can only using sub. So that's the reason I always using sub. It's easier lah. Like almost every questions can use sub instead of eliminations only for restricted type of questions. So now I sub 1 into 2, negative 2x plus 3. The y I put a bracket, isn't it? Negative 4x minus 2z. Continue plus z equivalent to 8. Let me explain it. So 3 times negative 4, negative 12. 3 times negative 2, negative 6 plus z equivalent to 8. Those I can combine, I combine them together. So all these 2x combined together, negative 14x. These 2z combined together, negative 5z equivalent to 8. So you see, after I sub inside, can you still see y? No, only left x and z. So from 3 unknowns, they reduce to 2 unknowns. Then it's easier to find in that way. So after I sub 1 into 2, I will also sub 1 into 3. So if I sub 1 into 3, x minus, remember the y, put a bracket, yeah? So isn't it negative 4x minus 2z? And then minus z equivalent to negative 1 over 2. So x, negative, negative, positive, 4x. Negative, negative, positive, 2z. Minus z equivalent to negative half. So 1x plus 4x equivalent to 5x. 2z minus 1z, I only left 1z, equivalent to negative 1 over 2. So after I substitute one round, you guys, one layer, you guys can see from 3 unknown x, y, z, now only left x and z, 2 unknown. So now we can continue sub. So usually I will choose the single unknown become, the easier one to sub. So plus 5x, move it over minus 5x. Since 1, 2, 3 already being used, I call it 4 lah. So this one called equation 4, this one I call it equation 5. Then now it's your job to sub 4 into 5. Remember, every single time after you sub, is always reducing the unknowns to lesser unknown. So lesser type of unknown. So whenever you sub, then you see, now this one after I sub, see, straight away no more z, only left x. Then now getting the answer for x, I don't think it's a dream. So negative 14x, negative, negative, positive. Remember times fraction, only times stop. Negative, negative, positive, 25x, equivalent to 8. So now x and x, I combine them together, 11x. Number, I move it over, plus 5 over 2, move it over, minus 5 over 2. Are you guys getting 11 over 2? So times, move it over, divide. Got it. My x answer 1 over 2. Don't stop there, or people asking you x, y, z. After you guys getting the x, I think now is the time to get the z. So you see your equation 4 is a nice one to get the z since you guys already have the equation. So I sub 1 over 2 inside and then I just press calculator. So negative 1 over 2 minus 5 bracket 1 over 2. So this one for my z, I get negative 3. After getting the x, after getting the z, of course, it's the time to find the y, which I think I can sub to equation 1. Because my equation 1 exactly already stated that my single y will equivalent to negative 4x minus 2z. So we just press calculator. Negative 2 plus 6. Okay, my y, I'm getting 4. That. So this question like that, how many marks they give you? 5 marks. Where's the 5 marks? Of course, X, Y, Z, each of them 1 marks. Quite understandable, right? Then just now you prepare already, right? Then when you sub inside both together correctly, they give you 1 marks. After you guys get the equation, then whenever you guys just now sub also, they give you another 1 marks. And just like that, this question worth 5 marks. Okay, right? I hope you're fine. I think this is a very great starting idea. You not necessarily the first question is so easy one, but yeah, this one's so easy actually boosts your confidence more. Let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That. Let's move on. Question 2. They say A is square root 0.25 assert. So guys, I look at this, I straight away know lah. Form 4, chapter 4. Initial cert and logarithm. And quite obvious, this one is under cert. So they're asking you square root 0.25. Is it a cert? So guys, how I know is it or not? You can try the square root. You can press your calculator. But let's say you don't have calculator. Never mind. I show you the working also. 0.25 isn't it? Is 1 over 4. So 1, can you square root 1? Yes, square root 1 is always 1. Can you square root of 4? Yes, 4 is a perfect square. Obviously can. So actually you guys are getting plus minus 1 over 2. Correct? Let's say we don't mention plus minus, we just say 1 over 2. That means do I actually have a figure for it? Yes. So my dear, that means is it a cert? No. So the answer is no. They say justify your answer. So guys, why is it not, my dear? Because it is a rational number. For those who thinking, oh, teacher, apa itu rational number? So my dear, please remember, rational, okay, shouldn't be this color, sorry. Rational number. Rational number means you are integer, you are whole number, or you are fraction. Eventually lah, non-decimal, we always call it rational number. So whenever you can get a like you see, I get 1 over 2, I get fraction. If I get 2, I get integer. So whenever I get fraction, I get integer, we always call it rational number. Okay, so that's why whenever you can get a rational number, then obviously you're not cert, right? That's how you explain it. And then just like that, you guys getting 1 marks from here. Let's move on. B1. B1, they say proof. Proof. Later on, you need to write what word? Prove it. So guys, now they ask you to prove. So remember, don't copy this now. You copy this now, where got proof left, my dear? So proof questions, I think you guys all know, proof questions always start from one side, try to get another side. So you can start from left, try to get the right, start from right, try to get the left, also can. Okay, this question, let's say I start from the left side. So the left side now is log AB. So log AB, don't tell me teacher change base, my dear. The moment you change base, you should be getting this already. So I don't think you can like, straight away change base and then tell me, oh, teacher proven. No, they try to tell you don't use the changing base formula because quite obvious this form, the one they ask you to do now, this one, is actually the change base formula, correct? So they ask you to prove the change base formula. Obviously, it's not using your change base formula to prove this, okay? So how do I do it? So this log AX, log AB, right? Actually, nothing I can do because we don't have the other side. So you know what you guys will do instead? So instead of like just writing log AB, normally we will let one unknown equals to log AB. So whichever unknown, okay? Let's say I call it let Y. Okay, I let Y equals to log AB, okay? So by the I let Y equals log AB, never mind, I can still get the answer, no worries, okay? So normally logarithm questions, what we start from? Start from same base. So this one is got log A. This is why I don't have log A. So I always tell my own students, whenever you don't have log, the best way is add a 1. You cannot simply add a log for it since that the other side have a log. Only you don't have a log. How can you add a log without adding for the right side? So it's not fair, right? So I add a 1 because 1 times Y, they are still Y, correct, my dear? Then why I like 1 so much? Because based on what formula you learn, isn't it log AA equals to 1? So that means log AA equals to 1. 1 can also be log AA. So I know already the 1 can also become log AA. Why I write log AA? Because my side there is base A, so obviously I write log AA lah. If my side is base K, then I can write log KK. If my side is base 10, I can write log 10. Okay, so now whatever in front always can move up, become the power. So guys, after I move up, can you guys see, are they same base now? Yes. Is it left side 1, right side 1? Yes. Then what can I do? I can compare them. Okay, after I compare them, I get A power Y equals to B. Some students, you guys all, if you guys basic is good, you guys from logarithm can straight away change to indices form, can also. Not necessary to show all the steps. I just try to show okay, because that's how I teach. So my dear, now A power Y equivalent to B. Do I stop here? No. So my dear, look carefully what you want to prove. What you want to prove or actually have a base C. So my dear, now I don't even have a log, but now I think I can add a log. Don't tell me, teacher, why suddenly now this one can add? Just now you cannot add. My dear, okay, wait, I should use red color. So guys, just now I cannot add is because beside already got log. So my side, right side person got log, left side person no log. Then I cannot add log because I cannot add for both sides. So that's why I only add a 1. But this one I can add for both sides because both sides also no log. Can you guys see that? Left side add 1, right side add 1. So what base? Actually, what base also you can add. But I will add base C because the top, they want me to prove something with base C. Okay, can you see that? And then, my dear, now, after I add, I'm not sure about you. I already can see the answer. Not sure whether you guys can see. You see, my dear, this C, this Y, sorry, isn't it can move it in front? Okay, this Y, I just move it in front. And after I move it in front, can you guys see these times? Move it over, become divide. Isn't it Y actually equals to log CB over log CA? Actually already proven, you know, because we let the Y equals to log AB. That means, guys, log AB equals to log CB over log CA. Yay! Is it the same as the top? Yes. Proudly write the word proven. That. Understand it, right, my dear? So you see the whole process, I didn't use anything special. I just used back whatever basic we know, which is same base and one-to-one. So try to make them same base, okay? Make it one-to-one, and after that, make them same base again, make it one-to-one again, and everything done. Okay, let's move on. The second part, they say, hence, express, they asked me to find log 3h plus log 9k as a single logarithm in the base in 3. So my dear, they want to make them a single logarithm. So always logarithms questions start from same base. So guys, this is base 3. 3 and 9. Obviously, you will choose 3. You will always choose the smallest one. So guys, this one, how do we change base? The formula we just proven that is exactly how we change base. So changing base always become a fraction. So now we are changing to base 3. The bigger size one, which is the k, we always write on top. The O base, we always write at the bottom. Can you guys see? The B, we write on top. The O base, we write at the bottom. That is exactly what we just proved, okay? So my dear, right after here, now, how do we continue? So log 3h, nothing I can do. Log 3k, nothing I can do. But log 3, 9, I can do something. Because 9 and 3 have relation. 9 can become what? Isn't it 9 can become 3 squared? Correct? 9 can become 3 squared. So guys, once they become 3 squared, right? So easy to do now because the 2 can bring in front. So the 2, if I bring in front, I left log 3, 3. And guys, log 3, 3 equivalent to what? 1. But some students say cannot cut. Okay, but you know lah, log 3, 3 is 1. So actually my bottom, I only left a 2 there. Can you see that? So some students, okay, I do here, got people do wrongly because they tell me, teacher got 2, don't like the 2. Okay, teacher, times 2. My dear, you can only times 2 when you have right side and left side. Now you only got right side. Your left side is empty because fairness is very important. Like just now I add log. I right side add 1, left side add 1. So this one, if I want to times 2, I right side times 2 and my left side also need to times 2. But do I have any left side? No. So cannot times 2. Then cannot times 2, maybe you ask me, then teacher, these 2 how? My dear, these 2, there's other way of writing it. Do you know this over 2, instead of write over 2 at the bottom for everyone, I can write over 2 in front. And nothing on top, can write, right? Then I write nothing on top, right? So I write a 1. You understand why, right, my dear? Because A over 2 and 1 over 2A, are they the same thing? They are totally the same thing. It's just the way you're writing it. Can you guys see that? So that's why I move 1 over 2. I put 1 over 3 in front, 1 over 2 in front. Then now this 1 over 2 can totally move up. Wow, isn't it like that? All the fraction gone. Can you see that, my dear? So after I move up, they are already all same base and then no more fraction blocking me. And now all I need to do is combine them together. How do I combine them together? This one is under logarithm basic lah. There's a formula you learned before. You can look at your formula paper. I mean, SPM provided one. This is provided. So based on this formula, you guys know that whenever they are minus, I combine together to one log, they are divide. So this minus combined together, they will become divide. Can you guys all see that? And then guys, remember that square power half is actually a square root. Done. Now I make them single fraction. Must make it a square root, my dear. That is the simplest form, okay? So now this part worth how many marks? 6 marks. So now, of course, the moment you can prove it is 1 marks, okay? So when you compare, you get A, Y equals to B, you get 1 marks. And then just now you add the log C for both sides, you get another 1 marks, 3 marks there. So this one, you're changing the base 1 marks. And then you can write 1 over 2 is 1 marks. You getting the final answer is another 1 mark. That. Okay lah. Those 1 over 2, some students straight away move out one. I shouldn't say there 1 marks. I should say here 1 marks. So 6 marks plus 1 marks altogether, this question worth 7. That. Hey, by the way, I really need your review one, you know, my dear. You didn't review because my paper one, a lot of you guys, just say thank you. But you didn't tell me whether I'm good or not, whether I'm too fast, whether I saying too briefly or I saying too much. Okay, my dear. So remember to comment below and tell me what I should do, because I purely based on that to adjust whatever I should do for all this video. Okay, so now move on. Question 3. Diagram 1, this one shows the relation of 3 sets. So guys, all this set quite obvious is under form 4, chapter 1, function. Your function, I think, should be the best, okay? So my dear, A, you're going to find gx. Before I finding the A, you guys need to write out the function first. So how do we write out the function? I hope you guys all have this basic that whenever you guys have like two circles, when the arrow go from this side to this side, the starting, we always call it object. The ending, we always call it image. Okay, my dear, this basic, I think all of you guys know. So now the starting is X. So that is my object. You know object, why you guys write? Object, you always write inside the bracket. There's your object. Then now you cross a bridge called F. So the bridge that you cross, you write in front. Okay, so there's U in the middle and in the bracket, and then the bridge name that you cross first on the side. Okay, on the side, and then this X after cross the F become what? X plus 2. So isn't it equivalent to X plus 2? Okay, the first equation, fx equals to x plus 2. You must be able to write this. You couldn't write this, you cannot start at all, you know, my dear. Then another one, so this one, the one I write is based on this yellow one. Then how about this blue one? This blue one need to write another one, oh. So this blue one, the starting of it is not x anymore, it's x plus 2. So that means inside the bracket, it will be x plus 2. Okay, then the x plus 2 will passes through G. So the x plus 2 will pass through G. Can you see? Then the x plus 2 after pass through G become what? 3x minus 4. Isn't it equivalent to 3x minus 4? Okay. Based on what I see there, the blue color one also are able to write this equation out. Okay, so you must be able to write these two equations out to start. So A, they want to find gx. So guys, how do I find gx? So I hope you guys watch all my previous video. So this gx, my dear, they give you a they see this one, I almost can see gx already. Don't tell me your teacher open bracket. My dear, this is function, okay? Inside is actually object. So inside you cannot open bracket one. They are not a times relation. So now you want to find gx, okay? So isn't it this is already where gx is, which this is fx, obviously it's not that one, right? So this is gx, but you want x only inside, but now inside got x plus 2. So this kind of question actually called this point. And now inside there, you don't want x plus 2. You want to become single unknown. So of course, now you want to become single unknown. You cannot straight away tell me gx one. Okay, normally we will involve another unknown because this question is actually a void. So guys, they are actually a void. Why they are a void? I can even write one more function for you guys to understand why they are void. So my dear, other than yellow and blue, isn't it I can also walk like that? Okay, if I walk like that, you know what's the name of the bridge? Or we look at the starting of it called X. So the starting called X, correct? The first bridge I cross is F, isn't it? F is nearer to my object. The second bridge I cross is G. You know where you write the G? Don't tell me, teacher, like that, FG. No, you cross F first, so I already write F. The second one you cross is G, the second one always write in front. So here is the first, here's the second. So if there's a third one, write even more in front, fourth one, fifth one, that's how you guys write the equation. So now the starting, okay, then I crossing GF. So the starting cross GF, isn't it? This is what I get. So I can equivalent to 3x minus 4 also. So you can be able to write this out as well. So if you will be able to write this out, then I think all of you guys can see they are void questions, because P stand for find inside substitute. Void stand for find outside inverse. So this question want me to find the G. So can you guys see the G is this side, which this obviously is the outside. So outside question is always void questions. Find outside inverse. So that's why when you're doing this particular A, you will be using let Y. Okay, so that's why actually I no need to purposely do void, because I actually can see already, my dear. You see, I already get until here. So I just need to make this x plus 2 become y. That means I let y equals to x plus 2. So whenever you do invoice, you always start from single y, end with single x. Very good. Plus 2, move it over minus 2. Oh, so my y is x plus 2. My x is y minus 2. Highlight for you. So you see my x plus 2, become y. You can see all the green color one. Then as a return, my x need to be y minus 2. So my x here need to be y minus 2. That's how easy they are. 3 times y, 3 times negative 2, combined together, guys. Within a second lah. I already got my gy answer. But obviously, I want gx lah. So remember all the y, changing it to x. Done. How many marks? 3 marks. That's a lot, you know. Getting this 1 mark, sub in 1 marks. When you got do let y, another 1 marks. Easy 3 marks. Can you guys all see that? Let's move on. B1. B1, they're going to find f square x. Then what is f square? F square means f of x. Double of the same alphabet, okay? That means you cross the f already, then you cross the f again. So my dear, whenever composite functions, the first step I always do is separate. Okay, after I separate, I start to sub the fx inside. What is my fx? The yellow one though. The yellow one, isn't it called x plus 2? So I sub x plus 2 inside. So guys, after I sub x plus 2 inside, how do I continue? Don't tell me expand, cannot expand one, okay, my dear. Like, I repeat again, there's object, okay, there's not a times relation. So how do you guys continue from here? Isn't it this thing called fx? So fx actually still the same equation. You will use the same equation twice because you cross the same bridge twice. So based on this equation, it will be x plus 2. But now you can see your x become x plus 2. So that's why I will erase off this x and sub x plus 2 here. So plus 2 plus 2. I guess getting the f square x answer is x plus 4. Done. So my dear, here 1 marks. When you substitute here, another 1 marks. 2 marks from here. Next, move on. B2. B2 a bit special. They'll find f and x. This one came out quite a lot nowadays. And then students will be thinking like, oh, teacher, how I know the pattern? Because f and x, that means they want to know the relation of how the f will continue grow if your power is not, if you are not square anymore, you become cube, 4, something like that, my dear. So you want to guess the pattern. You're actually guessing, you know. You want to guess the pattern. Then you only got, see, you only got f power 1 here. Okay? Then now you got f, okay, I should write nicely here. You now also got f power 2 here. It's not enough. You got 1, you got 2, you better have 3 as well. Then it's only more than enough for you to guess the process, correct? What is f cube? F cube means fx. But who want to do 3 times there, my dear? So do I have easier choice? Yes, isn't it? Because I already got my f square. So once I got my f square x, actually f cube, I can call it f square fx. That means I cross f squared, that means I cross 2 bridge straight away, like express bridge like that. I cross 2 bridge, and then I cross 1 bridge. Then in total, I cross 3 bridge, correct? So f squared, put a big bracket, fx. So I sub the fx first, fx is up here, which is x plus 2. Then can I open bracket? No. This one in original name called f square x. So f square x again is the same equation. So under the same equation, I know f square x is x plus 4. But now your x become x plus 2. So you will sub x plus 2 inside. Is it very confusing? I think no lah. You having exam soon. I think this basic you should know lah, okay? So x plus 6. Done. So guys, after I get 1, 2, 3, I think now I can guess the process already. Okay? Let's try to guess together, yeah? Wait, I put yellow color for you. Okay, so I see f power 1 that time. This is, okay, pencil. F power 1 that time, this is x. F power 2, this is also x. F power 3, this is also x. That means the x is forever x. Can see, right? Stay statistic what? Like, I mean, like, it always stay the same, okay? Then how about the back one? When it's power 1, this is a 2. When it's a power 2, this is a 4. When it's a power 3, this is a 6. Not sure all of you guys can see, but I can see now, my dear. I know that f and x. First, the x is always there, okay? But the back one, you see, 1, it becomes 2. 2, it becomes 4. 3, it becomes 6. Isn't it? That means it's always double whatever you power there. So whenever you are n, then this is 2n. Done. For those who thinking, teacher, why 2n? I double check for you. See, this one, n is 1. So 1 times 2. Is it 2? Yes. This one, n is 2. So 2 times 2, is it 4? Yes. This one, n is 3. 3 times 2, is it 6? Yes. Proven. That is correct for whatever we're doing so far. So my dear, the moment you guys can get F3, they will give you 1 marks. You can get this Fn, they will give you 1 marks. So altogether, this question worth 7 marks. Can all be able to all this starting quite okay, right? Feel good, right? Let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Question 4. Diagram 2, this one shows a curve of quadratic function fx and gx, which intersect x-axis at the 2 same point. So guys, when I read until here, I should already know Form 4, Chapter 2. You do a lot, you will know which chapter, then at least you know what chapter basic to use, right? So these questions, they got 2 graphs. One is this one in blue. Okay. One is this one in purple. So guys, this blue and purple, they say they have sharing the same one. They obviously doesn't look the same, but they share the same x-intercept because they say they intersect the axes at the two same point. So isn't it here and here is the same? So you thought only that one same? No, look carefully. Other than that, two things same. When the x-intercept same, right? Actually, their axis of symmetry also same. See, my dear, the axis of symmetry is the same one. So that means my maximum point x value and your minimum point x value will be the same. But of course, the y is different now because your y is above 5. My y is above at the bottom of 0. So the y-axis won't be the same, but the x-axis will be the same. Okay. So now, how do we start? So my dear, let's look at A first lah. A, they say find the value of k. Okay, where the k come from? I look at the questions, I realize the k come from the blue color equation. So my constant is just the blue one. So the blue one, when I look at it, I saw something they given me, 5. The 5 is on where? Y-axis. Y-intercept? Y-axis, we call it Y-intercept. Y-intercept, x equals 0. Isn't it that coordinate should call 0, 5? Understand, right, my dear? A point on the y-axis, we always call it y-intercept. Y-intercept always means x equivalent to 0. So guys, that coordinate is 0, 5, and they're passing through the blue one. So what can you do? Sub inside the equation, or you're passing through, of course, you can use the equation, correct? So 0 is the x, 5 is the y, but this question, the y, we call it fx. So now we sub, yeah? So fx, we sub 5. X, we sub 0. Minus 3 squared plus k. So I get 9 plus k equals to 5. K, I'm getting negative 4. That, got it. Okay, so this is A1. Let's move on B. B1, guys, suddenly they want to find M. Wait, where does M come from? So I realized the M come from here. So guys, it's talking about the purple one already. Then to the purple one, they give you any y-intercept, x-intercept, or anything on the purple line. You look at the purple curve, nothing. 0. So the purple one have nothing, right, my dear? So maybe you tell me, oh, then teacher, you want to find the M. Teacher, you can find the x-intercept. Yep, I can find the x-intercept, but it's a bit hard to find back. So usually I would rather using axis of symmetry. So you want to use x-intercept also can. You want to use axis of symmetry also can. So I think axis of symmetry is easier. So I'm using axis of symmetry, okay? For those who want to use SOR, POR, also it works one, okay? So my dear, look at this. So first thing first, I hope you guys have this basic. This equation, okay, this equation called what? General form. Can you guys see? Gx equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Isn't it look like a general form? So usually if they are general form, how do you guys find the axis of symmetry? 3, 2, 1. Cannot remember? Your mathematics not good. My dear, isn't it maximum minimum point whenever you want to find the axis of the tree, maximum minimum point x value is using this formula. X equals to negative b over 2a. Correct, right? Mathematics learn, right? So equals to negative. Now my b. My b is what? M minus 4. Put bracket. Then over 2a. My a is what? Negative 3. Okay? So negative and negative, cut it off. Then guys, I know already. Based on, wait, like that, okay? Based on the purple one, I know the purple color line axis of symmetry is n minus 4 over 6. Okay, that's for the purple one. Then the blue one, now guys, this thing, the purple one, they are giving you a general form. Okay, should I write nicely? General form. Okay, but when I look at the blue one, this is not general form though. This blue color one called vertex form. Remember what is vertex form or not? Then a bracket x plus p squared plus q. This is vertex form. So vertex form always is for you to what? Pull the informations out. So the a nothing here is a 1. 1 is a what? Positive. Positive is what? Happy face. Happy face is what? Minimum. Saw it? And then negative 3 pull out positive 3. K pull out k. Okay, I got it. My minimum point. Oh, the k, I shouldn't write k anymore. Since I already get negative 4, why I forget that? Negative 4. So my dear, negative 4, yeah. So my dear, I somehow thinking, why is it negative 4? Or I realize it's the blue color one. So guys, this blue color coordinate is called 3, negative 4. Makes sense, right? On the right side of origin, bottom of origin. So 3, negative 4. And this one, I already know the x is m minus 4 over 6. The y, we don't know lah. Okay, my dear. So since they're sharing the same axis of symmetry, isn't it that means my x value and your x value will be the same? So I can say 3 equivalent to m minus 4 over 6. Then moving around, you should be able to get the answer. Divide by 6, move it up times 6. minus 4, move it over, plus 4, 22. Got it. My M answer equivalent to 22. Done. Okay, guys, all get that? What, by the way, forget to give you guys marks. Just now you sub, get 1 marks, get the K answer 1 marks. And then what is this? 5 marks. 5 marks. Whenever we write the both x equivalent to each other already 1 marks, we get 22, another 1 marks. Okay, let's look at B2 first. B2, they say, hence, find the coordinate of maximum point of gx by using the method of completing the square. So my dear, actually finding maximum minimum point, you can use intercept. You can use the formula x equals to negative b over 2a. You can use completing a square. You want to use differentiation also can. But quite obvious, they already mentioned what? Must use completing the square. So I don't think you have choice. So gx is which one? The purple color one. So guys, the purple color equation is actually this one. Okay, so now I must do what? I must do completing the square. But before I start, since I already got my M22, so let's sub in to make our life easier. So 22 minus 4x. So 22 minus 4x, I think is 18. Okay, now up to here, I repeat again. Don't tell me, well, teacher, all of them can simplify by 3. Teacher, can I divide by 3? I repeat. You want to divide by 3. Your right side need to divide. Your left side need to divide. Do you think you want gx over 3? I don't think I want, no. So my dear, that's why I don't think I will divide by 3 lah. So instead of divide by 3, how you guys do it? I hope you guys basic for completing a square is good. I will try to remember to put the video on top because I do have very full version of chapter 1 and chapter 2 from 4 videos. You guys can go and find it, or maybe I'll remember to put on top. Okay, you can watch it if your basic is that bad. So my dear, this one, always remember completing a square first step. Okay, I write for you, okay, I write. So my dear, first step, your A need to be positive 1. What's my A now? Negative 3. Wow, how to become positive 1? Cannot divide, right? Can only factorize. Factorize means pull out. Same meaning as divide, right? It's just that divide will disappear. But pull out is like, you still divide, but you're not disappearing. You are at the outside. So negative 3, I pull out x squared. Positive, pull out negative, negative. 18, pull out 3, 6. Negative, pull out negative, positive. 15, pull out 3, 5. Okay, I already pull out negative 3. Now, let's do the second step. The second step, my dear, we will plus b over 2 square minus b over 2 square. This second step is cannot skip one. It's necessary to do like that. I think my old video last time, I didn't have this second step. But now, this second step is a must to put there, okay? You cannot straight away jump to third step, must do this second step because the marks exactly come from this second step. So my dear, in between of B and C, you will plus B over 2 squared minus B over 2 squared. Okay, that is what you're going to have. So what is my B now? My B is the one in front of X, which is negative 6. Must put the negative, yeah? And next one, only we do the third step. The third step is big bracket square minus small bracket square plus C. Okay, right for you, So that means inside here, I will have a big, wrong pen. Big bracket square minus small bracket square plus C. My C is a 5. Okay, so what to write inside your big bracket square, guys? The big bracket square always copy from the first 3 one. And then only those with cap, the one with square, they will pull inside. So this one got square, right? This one will pull inside without the square. So I always tell my students, this square means a cap club. So those who wear a cap, you are invited in. So whenever you come in, you're going to put your cap outside. That's why the square outside, only the human come inside. Same for this one. This one no square, so this one is not being invited in. This one got square. Okay, this person will be coming in. So square, you put it outside. Negative 6 divided by 2, isn't it negative 3? Then how about the back one? This one got a square, right? So inside still have negative 3, okay? So completing a square, only these 3 steps. The rest is all max. So negative 3 bracket, x minus 3 square. Now this one, don't tell me negative, positive, my dear. Please do the square first. So negative 3, when I squared it, is already positive 9. Can you guys see the step? So x minus 3 square. Negative 9 plus 5, I'm getting negative 4 here. Okay, easy, shorter and shorter. Then now, don't stop here. Completing a square, I mean vertex form, they shouldn't have a big bracket. So that's why the big bracket, you will times in negative 3 times the first one, right in front of them. Negative times negative, positive, 3 times 4, 12. Yeah, that is my vertex form. But this question asking what? Maximum point. How do I know the maximum minimum point? So remember, whatever you're getting from general form become vertex form, because vertex form can start to pull. Just now we already did it. So negative 3 means set face. Set face means maximum. You see, look at the purple one. Seriously, it's a set face one, right? And then now, negative 3 pull out is a positive 3. So you see, the top one, the bottom one is 3. This top one should be x3 also. So you guys getting 3 correct. Then this one, 12 pull out is still 12. Straight away, I know, oh, the maximum point is 312. In exam, you cannot write max, you're gonna write maximum. Okay, I shouldn't be lazy, okay? Maximum, that. So guys, another 3 marks from here. So just now, you know you're completing a square. All those of them, of course, it's necessary to do all, but not all of them got marks. So the one with 1 marks is the plus b over 2 square minus b over 2 square. That's very necessary to get. And then once you get the vertex form, there's another 1 marks. You get the maximum point out, there's another 1 marks. So 5 plus 2, this question worth 7 marks. Dun, 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 dun. All of you okay? Move on lah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Question 5. So guys, the moment I look at this, what? Sin cos tan. Sin cos tan is what? Form 5, chapter 6, isn't it? Trigonometry. So A1, again, they say proof. So remember proof. Later on, you guys going to write the word proven. So guys, proof question always start from one side, try to get another side. You can start from left, try to get the right, start from right, try to get the left, also can. Usually, I will suggest my students to start from the complicated side. When I look at it, both also quite complicated. But because cos 2x got formula, actually, I will start from left lah. Okay? So my dear, supposingly both side work one, okay? But normally, I will choose the one that I think is slightly complicated. So now I will start from left side. And guys, usually when I ask my students to do proof, right, I don't ask them straight away proof one. Because if you straight away proof, it's a try and error thing. Then if you're wrong, then normally you will liquid it off and then do again and then try and then try and then try that. We got so many times to try, correct, my dear? So usually I don't simply try. I will always write out my final aim. Then I will try to work towards my final aim. So you guys know, now your final aim is which one? Ne? The one on the right side. Isn't it 1 plus cos 2a is your final aim, correct? Then my dear, okay, my dear, even though you know it's cos, okay, but cos 2a got quite a lot of formula one, okay? So I write all down. You can look at a formula paper that SPM provided. For cos 2a, you have 3 formula. The first one is cos square a minus sine square a. Okay? There's another one which is cos square a minus 1. There's another one which is 1 minus 2 sine square a. So my dear, you can look at a formula paper. There's actually 3 here. So you know, out of these 3, I suddenly realized if I want to do this one, okay, I can have sine, I can have cos square. I can have sine square, cos square. See, this one is cos square, this one is sine square. So that means all the sine square, cos square can stay. So guys, when I look at the questions now, isn't it this one I know can stay? Because I know my future need to have that one. But cot square definitely will disappear lah because the top don't have cot square, correct? So I hope you guys all remember that cot formula is 1 over tangent because the third letter is t. But tangent formula is sine over cos. That's why 1 over tangent will be cos over sine. See, this is the formula. So now when I do it, 2 is 2. This time I put a bracket. So this cot, guys, will become cos over sine. Okay, they are a, right a. They have square, right square. The back, isn't it, got sine square a. Saw it? And guys, this is a what? Times relation, and bottom is what? Divide. So this times and this divide, isn't it, can cut. Whoa. I straight away getting this. And my dear, not sure about you, but I already can see. My dear, isn't it the moment we getting this? 2 cos square a. When you compare with all the green color, all the sub-aim that I already wrote down, isn't it look like this one? There's a 2. Yeah, well, there's a 2. Why I forget to write? Oh my God, there's a 2. Okay, my dear. So guys, isn't it I already getting this 2 cos square a thing? So I already getting this, but it's still not the same answer, right, my dear? Because to be getting this, I need to have a negative 1, I need to have a 1. So if I don't have a negative 1, if I don't have a 1, what can I do? You can add a plus 1 minus 1 at the back. Don't tell me, teacher, you simply add. My dear, you think about it. I add a plus 1 and then I minus 1. So 1 minus 1. Isn't it that means equivalent to I never add anything, correct, my dear? So fairness is very important. So as long as you add that thing, it didn't change the nature of the questions. You are allowed to add. So my dear, I add a plus 1 minus 1. So when I add a plus 1 minus 1, right, I can even arrange for you to look like this one. I write a plus 1 in front. The rest of them I write at the back. Okay? So once you guys see this, see 2 cos square a minus 1. Isn't it look like this 2 cos square a minus 1, which equivalent to the formula of cos 2a. Yeah, got it. Dun, 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 dun. Prove it. So guys, these are A1 done. Let's move on. A2. A2, they say solve. Find the answer again. Oh, solve, remember, under trigo, Solve means find the angle out. So now your angle for this question is A. Okay, so now they ask me to solve the 2 cot square A sine square A equivalent to 1/2. Okay, so guys, how do we solve this one? So usually, if the questions already have a proof questions, they will somehow link back. So when I look at it, I also think they link back because can you guys see this 2 cot square A sine square A? Isn't it look very familiar? It's the same as the one you just proved. So maybe you tell me, teacher, if I can't prove, never mind. You can prove, you cannot prove. The proven answer also provided for you. You can just refer to it. So guys, even though I cannot prove, I just look up. I also know that this whole thing can replace by 1 plus cos 2a. So then I can straight away write 1 plus cos 2a. Because do you still remember solve question must always start from same base? So just now got cot, got sine a bit hard. But if I use the one that proven, I write down straight away, the whole question, no more sine, no more cot, no more sine, no more cot, only left cos. So it can get the answer already, my dear. So +1, move it over -1. You see, want to get the answer, just move away. Cannot move the 2, my dear. This is cos bracket 2a. So move the cos. When you press shift cos, do you press the negative? No, you only press the positive. So I guess getting 60 degree. This is the refer angle. Stop there. No, because you need to check. Very good. All science teacher crazy. Isn't it to check your all science teacher crazy? So guys, now my cos is a what? Negative. So cos negative, circle which one? Definitely not circle your own house, circle other people's house. So isn't it circle T and S? So remember, if you didn't circle A, 60 is not the answer. So guys, write a brand new row. So S is what answer? S is always 180 minus the original one. 180 minus 60, 120. Then T is always 180 plus the original one. 180 plus 60, 240. Guys, am I done? No. Why no, guys? Remember or not? Let me think. Yeah, my paper one, I thought, my dear, paper one, I taught you guys before. 2A means what? Means they turn 2 round. So guys, they turn 1 round, you get 2 answer. Okay lah. You turn 2 round, you should get 4 answer. So this is your first round answer. Please try to get the second round answer. How to get the second round answer? So guys, the first round answer is on here. The second round answer will be turn 1 more round, come back to the same place. So 1 round is always 360 degree. So you just take the first round answer, you plus 360, then you guys will get the second round answer. Take the first round answer plus 360, then you guys will get the second round answer. Can you guys see it? Then don't tell me, then teacher, they answer more than 2 pi already. Never mind, I haven't get this is 2a I want to find A. So that's why times 2, move it over there by 2. I guess getting 60. 240 there by 2, I'm getting 120. 480 there by 2, I'm getting 240. 600 there by 2, I'm getting 300. Saw it? So this is my A answer. Do I get full 5 marks? No. Why? Look carefully. The question says hence, solve the equations in term of pi. Wait, let me highlight. In term of pi. In term of pi, now your answer is all in degree, but they want in pi. Whenever they say they want in pi, that means they want in the unit of rad. So guys, how degree become rad? Remember, degree become rad is times pi over 180. So actually you want to in term of pi, right? So the pi you don't press. That means you just times 1 over 180. So 60 times 1 over 180, I get 1 over 3 pi. 120 times 1 over 80, I get 2 over 3 pi. 240 times 1 over 80, I get 4 over 3 pi. 300 divided by 180, I get 5 over 3 pi. And ta-da! That is my answer. 5 marks all. So when I get this, I get 1 marks. When I change it, I get 1 marks. Okay, that is 2 marks. And then for this part, let me see. The moment I sub, I get 60, I get 1 marks. When I get this answer, obviously 1 marks. And when you bring it over, negative half, you get 1 marks. So far, already 5 marks. Let's move on. B. B, I think you guys all quite strong with it. Sketch, how to sketch graph. Sketch graph, I got video, so you guys can go and search, okay? Can I stop putting it on top, my dear? Can you guys go and search yourself, my dear? My channel video, not a lot. I would say not a lot, okay, under compared to other teacher. I'm like such a lazy teacher, my dear. So I don't think it's a lot. I hope. I don't know lah, okay? So my dear, now they ask you to sketch the graph. Y equals to 1 plus modulus 3 cos 3 over 2a, okay, from 0 until 2 pi. So guys, you need to sketch this one. So how do you guys sketch, my dear? Okay, wait. SK, you guys don't know what is the 1 for. So usually whenever they got +1, -1, +2, -2, this kind of thing, usually I don't like them putting in front because it's hard for me to explain it. So normally I will rearrange it and put it at the back. Then I think you guys will understand it better, okay? So now, how do you guys sketch it out? So usually you know how I sketch it out? I never straight away sketch it out big one because you will just need to like change it all the way. So normally I use a pencil, okay? I draw a mini one. Until I confirm, I draw a big one, okay? Or we look, listen to me step by step. If I'm too fast, you just play back, okay? I mean, like, just drag loud, okay? This is a video, man. So my dear, first, this is a cost graph. Cost graph, I always tell my students, it look like underwear shape. So guys, this underwear shape. Okay, so this is one cost graph. Okay, so now this question want to draw how many cost graph? How many cost graph, guys, represent based on how many angle they're talking about? Just now I said 2/8, that means 2 round. So this one 3/2. 3/2 is actually 1.5. So it's 1.5 round. So 1.5, one round is one underwear. 1.5 is one underwear plus another half. Can I say it, my dear? See, this one is the second one. So you see, this is one, and this is second one, but I make it half. Okay, so this is 1.5. Okay, done? No, there's a 3 there. Don't tell me, teacher, why I don't do +1? My dear, that's too far away. You always do start from the sin cosine, then you always do the angle first. Do whatever near to you. Don't suddenly go outside the modulus. Somehow you got modulus there, right? Settle the inside first. Step by step is very important. Okay, you jump, your answer different already. So in front have a 3. So the 3, guys, the number you put in front of sin cosine that are times relations always represent the amplitude. So this 3 represent the height is 3, the bottom height is -3. Okay, 3 to -3. Done? No. Next is what? Next, I still got modulus. Don't tell me now, teacher cannot +1. No, +1 is even further. So do modulus first. Modulus means positive, remain positive. Negative will become positive. Everyone positive. So this one positive, stay. This one positive, stay. Then the bottom negative will reflect up, become positive. Then the bottom negative will reflect up, become positive. So guys, all the bottom one gone. Can you guys see everything go up? Don't tell me, teacher, how you know they are same height. The -3 become what? +3 lah, obviously same height, okay? Then last one, only I have a +1. +1 means the whole thing move up one step. So my dear, I always tell my students, check the starting, check the ending, check the highest, check the lowest. So you see the starting is 3. 3 you +1, 4 lor. Correct? 3 + 1, 4. 3 + 1, 4. 3 + 1, 4. Can? There's all the highest. Let's check the lowest. Lowest is now 0. So 0 if I +1, isn't it become 1? 0 if I +1, 1. 0 if I +1, 1. Isn't it my whole graph will fly on top of my axis, not touching my axis at all? Okay, now become the orange color one. Can you guys see? From 1 to 4. That's my graph. And my dear, don't stop here, okay? You must always remember to check. So they want what? 2 pi. So 2 pi, isn't it, will be here. The ending of it. Remember, every equation is always from 0 to 2 pi. So if one day they want me to draw 0 to pi, you will just draw half of them. I think this is 2 pi. I think all of you guys know this is pi. Because this, half this, 1, this 1. So that is the pi, okay? So you label like that is actually more than enough already, one, okay? So now let me draw out a big one. So I draw here, and then I draw here. So my dear, now I want to draw up to 4, right? So normally I will draw, sorry, wrong pen. Normally I will use my pencil to draw a very light bottom grid. So later on when I draw it out, the graph, then I won't be, making any mistake. So now 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi. Okay, I draw 2 boxes now, okay? Like that. Like that. Okay, is it enough? Like that. Okay. So guys, this is 4, this 1, this 0, this y, this x, okay? So now your graph start from 4, go down to 1, then 1 more, okay? I know already. Like that. Like this. Like this. Like this. Wow, quite nice. My dear, so isn't it here 2 pi? The middle pi. Actually, with the grid, your graph always very nice one. No matter how bad you draw, how bad your drawing skill is. Okay, I think, okay, I think it helped. So my dear, you see, the whole graph is from 1 to 4. All right. Here got 1.5, here got 1.5. Correct. Then just like that, actually, you can already get full marks. Okay. The bottom labeling 0 pi, 2 pi, the starting and the ending they will actually give you marks already. But of course, you want to write more, you are allowed to write more. So how do you guys calculate? Let me teach you a skill. So my dear, now you think about it. Now, Now you want to draw for 2 pi, correct? And how many graph you have inside? Isn't it 3 over 2? So that means 3 over 2a now is for 2 pi. So 3 over 2a need to fit in 2 pi. Am I right? Then every single a need to fit in how many pi leh? So times 3 over 2, move it over, divide by 3 over 2. So I realize every single a, they will fit in 4 over 3 pi. So you know means what? Means that, you see, this is 1. Wait up. This is 1 underwear. This is the half underwear, correct? So that means every single 1 underwear, the blue color one, here, isn't it here will be 4 over 3 pi. Correct? So guys, if 1 underwear is 4 over 3 pi, middle of the underwear, isn't it will be 2 over 3 pi. I can write even more for you. Here, of course, is 1 over 3 pi. You think about it. 1 over 3, 2 over 3, 3 over 3, that's why it's a pi. 4 over 3, then guys, here, isn't it 5 over 3? And then the next one, 6 over 3. 6 over 3, that's exactly 2 pi. Wow, isn't it very nice? Don't know you happy or not, but I'm happy. I feel like you will understand based on what I might explain. Okay, based on my explanations. Can 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dead. Move on. Question 6, they say. Diagram 3 shows a triangle BOA. Yep, I can see that. The straight line OX and BY intersect at P. Yep, I can see that. Quite obvious, the arrow thing, you know lah. Form 4, chapter 8, under vector. Correct? Let me try to draw it out first, yeah? They say it's given that OA is 4A. So guys, O to A, you better don't draw inside. You draw inside, you will be very confusing. It's O go to Y or Y go to A. So normally I draw outside, okay? Put the arrow. Arrow is so important, man. Next one, AX. AX is here. There is a B, okay? Next one, 3BX equals to 2BA. This one I try to write nicely, 3BX equals to 2BA. So guys, always this kind of thing, they try to give you a ratio. How do you guys know the ratio? Make it a fraction. Number one side, number one side. So BX is here. Times BA, move it over, divide by BA. All the number, I move it to the right side. So this is a 2. Times 3, move it over, divide by 3. So guys, the top one, ratio the bottom one, equals to the top one, ratio the bottom one. So now I know the ratio. BX ratio is 2. Okay, BX, where's BX? Here, 2. BA is 3. Now look carefully, BA is holding, you know. Holding 3. The top part 2. This bottom part 1, no? Because holding is 3, ma. So 2 plus 1, total is 3. Correct? My dear, if I am you, I'll write more information out. So now I know, oh, 1 ratio is 1B. Then 2 ratio 2B lah. Makes sense, right? I even know the whole line. The whole line 1B plus 2B. 3B, lo. Correct? Next, what else I say? My dear, these questions, I don't know why they type wrongly, but the correct one is the top one. 3 over 4 is correct one, not 4 over 3. Okay, so sorry for the mistake. Okay, so now this one, OY equals to 3 over 4 OA. Again, make it a fraction. So OY over OA equals to 3 over 4. So OY OA ratio is 3 ratio 4. So my dear, OY, OY 3. This one is 3. OA 4. OA is where? Whole thing. Whole thing is 4, my dear. Then this ratio isn't it 1? Correct? Whole thing ratio is 4. Wow. 4 represent 4A. Then 1A represent 1. 4A divided by 4, every single 1 ratio represent 1A lah. So isn't it here exactly is 1A. Here exactly is 3A. I highlight for you, this I have the vector. This I have the vector. So later on, try your best to keep walking these 2 yellow color one, because these 2 yellow one, I already got all the vector. So guys, with all this, now I think we are ready to start from A1. A1, they say find OX. So guys, how do I from O walk to X? Can you see O walk to X? Try your best to walk the yellow color path. So I think I can from O walk to A walk to X, OA plus AX. So O go to A, the whole road I know is 4A. Then the AX, I move up. A to X is a single B. The answer 4A plus B. That. Next one, second part, BY. Okay. B go to Y. B is where? B go to Y. Here. So B go to Y. Again, try to walk the yellow path. The yellow path, you guys already have the vector. So guys, I can from B walk to A first. And then the A go to Y later on. So B go to A is the terbalik of this. So going up is 3B. Coming down is negative 3B. Okay, then A to Y, A to Y, guys. Coming down is negative, positive A. Oh. Going up, terbalik mah. Isn't it become negative A? So the answer, negative 3B minus A and 3 marks. Very weird, oh, where is the 3 marks? Oh? I look at the answer sheet lah. Here 1 marks, here 1 marks. this working, they give you 1 mark. A bit weird though, but that's why I saw lah. Okay, there is OA plus AX, they will give you 1 mark. Okay, so my dear, this one done. Let's move on. Is it A2? No, it's B. So B, they say what? Oh, let me write down. They say OP equals to lambda OX. Okay. Then next they say find BP PY ratio. Wow, 5 marks. That's a lot. So my dear, so usually they want to find ratio, correct? Okay, listen to me. Okay, listen first. BP PY, they want to find the ratio. So normally they want to find the ratio, right? I hope you guys know whenever they're able to have ratio, they are definitely a straight line. Only straight line got ratio. Okay. So whenever they have a ratio, we always use lambda to represent their ratio. So that means that whenever you want to find BPPY ratio, you in between of them, you just add a lambda. Because if you're able to get the lambda, then you will be able to get the ratio. Okay. Very easy one. So maybe you tell me, then teacher, this question already used lambda. That's why this question I won't call it lambda. I will call it H. Okay. So you can put any unknown. Like you don't like lambda, you can put alpha, beta, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so many alphabet, right? I just suddenly want to put H, okay, my dear. It's just on this spot, on this moment, I feel like putting H. So my dear, then how do you guys do it? You better look at what you want to find first, okay? We look. So BPPY. BP is this one. PY is this one. So you want to find BPPY ratios, okay? But I think it's quite hard because I don't think you're able to find PY since they never give you any information for PY. So you know what or not, my dear? So guys, please understand one thing, okay? Whenever I ask you to find the ratio for BPPY, you're not necessary to do BP and PY. Not necessarily must be these 2% one, you know, my dear. You just need to do add as long as they are that line. So you can use any person who are on that line. So these questions, this blue line, other than BP and PY, they still got BY, correct? I will use BY. You know why? You look at A2. Nah, isn't it? You guys already get your BY answer, my dear. So I think I will definitely using BY instead of PY. So hard to get PY. Of course, you want to do, you can try yourself, but I'm teaching you the fastest way. So my dear, then now I'll be doing BP and BY instead of PY instead. Don't tell me, but teacher, the question asking me PY. Later on, I show you. You will understand why one, okay? So as long as that line, use any random mixture of that line, then it's totally fine. So BP, BY, in between put one unknown. Let's say I put a H there. Okay. So first thing first, guys, BY. BY, just now I got it, which is negative 3B minus A. Correct? Then guys, BP, B go to P, I can use my yellow color path. So maybe B go to X, X go to P. But do I have XP information? No. So maybe you tell me, then teacher, BO plus OP, BO plus OP can. Don't tell me, but teacher, BO don't have. BO don't have, can find one. Then don't tell me, teacher, OP don't have. OP, people already give you what? Isn't it? That's why this right side one is more possible to get. So my dear, I will go B go to O, O go to P. Okay, so B go to O, B go to O. I don't have information here, but I can use the yellow color path to find the BO. So BO actually same as BA plus AO. Isn't it that is BO? Then OP, OP based on the top is a lambda OX. You guys all see that? This I expand, negative 3HB minus HA. Okay, so now first one, BA. BA is the terbalik of this, negative 3B. Then AO. AO is the terbalik of this, so negative 4A plus lambda OX. OX just now you found up here. Isn't it 4A plus B from your A1 just now? Okay, equivalent to this. Everything can see, right? Should I put color? Like that. Cannot. So my dear, now let me expand it. Negative 3B minus 4A. Lambda times 4, 4 lambda A. Lambda times B, lambda B. So do I stop here? No. Remember, always whenever you do vector, they will have a lot of unknown. So what you always do is making it each side only left one wavy type. So guys, here got B, here got B. Got two, correct? Same type, so that's why you guys will factorize it. So you pull the B out, you left negative 3 for the front. The back one, you pull the B out, you left lambda. Then how about the A? The A also same. So guys, you can pull out the A as well. So this A and this A I pull out. I left negative 4 plus 4 lambda. The right side is still the same. Okay, up to here, can do already lah. Why I say can do? Until this stage, can you guys see? Oh, got lambda, got H, got A, got B. Wow, so many unknown. But out of all this, the A and B is constant one, so cannot do anything one, my dear. That's actually just a symbol to represent some vector. So you can actually ignore them by doing what? Compare. So isn't it, this one have a B on the left side. There's one B on the right side. So 1 to 1, isn't it? I can compare. So the one in front of the B and the one in front of the B will be the same. Then another one also I compare. Here got 1A, here got 1A. The one in front of A and the one in front of A, again, we compare. They should be the same. Can you see it? So negative 4 plus 4 lambda equals to negative H. Okay? So now all you need to do is, again, substitution. Sorry. Accidentally switch off my iPad. Okay, this question I want to find what? Oh, I want to find H. So guys, now this one I should find lambda. Lambda equals to negative 3H plus 3. Okay, I call this equation 1, I call this equation 2. Now I sub 1 into 2. Sub 1 into 2. So guys, when I sub inside, negative 4 plus 4. My lambda is negative 3H plus 3, equivalent to negative H. Can see that, right? Then now expand it. 4 times negative 3, negative 12. 4 times 3, 12, equivalent to negative H. So those you guys can combine them together. Minus 12, move it over, plus 12, 11H. Negative 4 plus 12, 8. So guys, my H answer 8 over 11. So do you need to purposely find back the lambda? No, I'm not curious about the lambda. I just want to find the H, okay? So don't tell me, then teacher, the answer 8, 11. No. Why not, my dear? Remember, the ratio always have a sequence problem. So you get 8, 11. Doesn't mean your answer must be 8 to 11. It can be 11 to 8. So how you know whether the answer now, the sequence is correct or wrong? So you must remember that whatever you're getting, it depends on what name you start with. So now you're starting with the name BP equals to HBY. So after you guys get the H, please sub back to the name itself. So BP equals to, my H is 8 over 11 BY. Isn't it? BP equals to 8 over 11 BY. So now make it a fraction. So 8 over 11 BP times BY, move it over, divide by BY. So you see, my dear, once you guys make it a fraction again, then you know the top one ratio the bottom one equals to the top one ratio the bottom one. So isn't it BP BY ratio is 8 to 11? So do it mean the answer is 8, 11? No again. Why still no? Because these questions, they are finding BPPY. BPPY. So let's try to find BPPY instead. So guys, if BPBY is 8, 11, then BPPY is how much leh? Now, my dear, cannot guess one, this kind of thing, right? Update or diagram, you can actually guess it out. Not guess it out. You can actually look it through. So if you look at BP is 8. So that means B to P here is 8. Or you guys can see, BY is 11. B to Y is 11. Holding 11, the top is 8. The bottom, 11 dollar 8. 3. Oh, that part is 3. See, no need to really get 8 and 3. But still can get 8 and 3 because I'm still doing the line one. Like, what is my fault, right? So, my dear, now I know B to P is 8. P to Y is 3. The answer, isn't it? 8, 3. That 5 marks for my dear. First, getting this 1 marks. Okay. So when you're done doing this, like right side, okay. This part I remember. Wait, let me see carefully. This part, okay, you're getting 2 marks for here and here. Okay, 2 marks from there. Then after that, when you compare, you guys sub in, compare, you're getting 1 mark. You get the H, you're getting 1 mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 marks. Wait, getting 8 over 11, got 1 marks or not? I'm a bit highly suspect. Got. Correct, got. So my dear, isn't it just like that? 8 marks. That can, right? Okay, question 7. Question 7, they say, the gradient function, the moment I see gradient function, quite obvious is form 5, chapter 2, or maybe mixed with chapter 3, because chapter 2 is differentiation, chapter 3 is integration. So this one, actually, majority is chapter 3, because I already read, okay? Next one, the gradient function of a curve is this, my dear. When you read it, I hope you guys all know, gradient function is the keyword. Gradient function always represent, very good, dy dx. If you don't know about this, then guys, need to go and memorize it, okay? So gradient function, gradient of curve, gradient of tangent, we always call it dy dx. So now they try to tell me dy dx is 2x minus 2. Next, they say, the curve passes through -2, -7. Just in case you guys don't understand, that means there's a curve. So this curve, the dy dx is 2x minus 2. At the same time, they also got passed through a point called -2, -7. That's all they say lah. So let's start from A now. A quite easy, yeah? Find the equation of curve. So guys, remember, equation of straight line called y equals to mx plus c. Then equation of curve called y equals to blah, 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 blah. Usually it's a general formula, like y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c also can. So my dear, now you already have dy dx. And what you want to find now? You want to find y. So please remember the basic where y become dy dx is using differentiation. Then dy dx come back to y, of course, is using integration. So this question, I want to find a y. I just need to integrate my dy dx. Hopefully, you guys all remember how to integrate. +1 divide. This one nothing there. This one have an x there is power 1. 1 plus 1, isn't it power 2? Divide by 2. And this particular 2, there's no x there. So it's x power 0. So 0 plus 1, isn't it power 1 over 1? So the whole process is just +1 divide, +1 divide. Am I done? No, must write plus c. Every single time after integrate, must write plus c whenever you have no number to sub. So guys, up to here, let me write down for you the 2 and the 2 card and the 1 unnecessary to write. Okay, this is my y equation. But is this a complete one? No, because a complete equation won't even have a c. So usually how do we find c? We sum. So this question, they tell me that they will pass through a coordinate called -2, -7. Isn't it can sub -2, -7 inside. So the y, you get sub -7. The x, all you get sub -2 plus c. Terbalik, get back the value. So I just press calculator for the right side part. I'm getting 8 plus c equals to -7. So c, I getting -15. Don't stop there. Remember to write your answer nicely, okay? So your y is actually x squared minus 2x here, right? And then the c is -15. Done. How many marks they give you? 3 marks. So this answer obviously 1 marks. The moment you integrate it correctly, 1 marks. The moment you guys getting the c or sub inside getting 1 marks. Sub. Wait, I check whether is this sub. Yeah, sub getting 1 mark. Okay. So my dear, this A. Okay, next, move on. B. Okay, B, listen carefully. B, they say if the curve move 1 unit to the left. So guys, they try to tell me the curve move 1 unit to the left side. The whole curve move 1 unit to the left side. Find the new equation of curve. Okay, I teach you this first before we continue read the rest, yeah? So now the curve actually move left side 1 step, correct? What is my old equation? Isn't it my old equation is actually y equals to x squared minus 2x minus 15. Correct, my dear? So now they want you to have the new equation. So how do I have new equation, my dear? So a lot of my students, they actually WhatsApp me about this particular questions because based on your point of view, which is your own point of view, you feel like, oh, teacher, you move it to left side 1 step, it should be -1. But guys, it's actually not -1. It's actually counter-institutive. What's the meaning of counter-institutive? Okay, my dear. For you guys to understand this, I need to teach you something. Okay, I'll give you one example. Let's say now my curve is called y equals to x squared. Okay, so if I ask you to draw this curve out, how do you guys draw this curve out, my dear? Okay, so let's say here is x, here is y, okay? So if your x is 0, your y is what? You sub 0 inside, okay, your y is 0, okay? If my x is 1, I sub inside, my y is 1. If my x is 2, I sub inside, my y is 4. If my x is -1, I sub inside, my y is 1. If I sub -2 inside, my y is 4. Okay, I draw for you when they say y equals to x squared, if lah, okay? So my dear, first, my A, nothing here, 1 mark, right? So my A is a positive. Positive is always what? Happy face. So you know this graph, if I draw it out, is definitely a happy face. Wait, like that, okay? It's definitely a happy face, correct? And guys, my A, my A, okay, my A is a positive, so it's happy face. My A is a negative, then it's sad face, correct? So usually the B represent whether you're on the right side or left side of the y-axis, okay? Then the C stand for y-intercept. So guys, do you see any C here? No. So if you don't see any C here, that means the C is what? 0. That means this question definitely, this equation, if I draw it out, definitely it touching origin, correct? When you're on the y-axis, you actually should touch an origin. So let me try to draw it out. First one, x0, y0, 0, 0. That's the first point. Next one, x is 1, y is 1. So let's say here is 1. Let's say here is 1. So 1, 1, isn't it here? Done. Next one, 2, 4. So let's say 2 is here. 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 is here. 2, 4, guys. Isn't it the cross is here? Correct? Negative 1, 1. So negative 1 is here. Negative 1, the height of 1. The width, negative 2, the height is 4. Done. So guys, if I draw this out, okay, this is how the curve look like, correct? So based on what you're thinking, okay, you must be thinking, oh teacher, when you move it to left side, move it to left side one step, right? You must be thinking, oh teacher, the equation, okay, shouldn't use that color. If I move it to left side one step, you must be thinking, oh teacher, the equation, I just need to, what do we call it? We just need to minus 1 because you guys always thinking left side is minus 1, right? Let me show you guys whether it makes sense or not, okay? So when you minus 1, guys, remember, you're moving to the left side. It's not the whole thing minus 1. Because if you're taking the whole equation minus 1, it's like your trigo. Remember your trigo, if the C you minus 1, then it's the whole thing, move down one step. Now I don't want to move up, move down. I want to move left, move right, correct? So move left, move right, right? It's not the Y minus 1. It's the X minus 1, okay? It's always not the Y, okay, my dear? It's the X. It's the whole graph moving left, right. You think about it. Y is Y-axis. Y-axis is move up, down, correct? Y-axis, vertical, so it's up, down. So X-axis, X-axis, that means move left, right. So now you're going to move left, right? Then you're going to concern about your X. So now your X is here. So based on what you're thinking, you must be thinking, oh, teacher, move left side one step is X minus 1. Okay, let me show you whether it makes sense or not. So let's say you think about X minus 1. Again, I try to find all the value out, okay, X and Y. When my X is 0, if I sub inside, 0 minus 1, if I square it, or 1, okay? 1, if I sub inside, 1 minus 1, if I square it, 0, okay? If it's 2, 2 minus 1, if I square it, is 1. Negative 1, negative 1 minus 1, if I square it, is 4. Negative 2, negative 2 minus 1, if I square it, is a 9. Okay, my dear, actually, I try to find all like similar X value, just so I try to find out the Y value. Now, let me try to draw the pink color one, see whether it makes sense or not. So when X is 0, Y is 1. This is my first point, correct? Next one, when X is 1, Y is 0. This is my second point. When X is 2, Y is 1. This is my third point. When X is negative 1, Y is 4. This is my fourth point. When X is negative 2, Y is 9. Oh, where's 9, man? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got lah. Okay, 9 here. So negative 2, 9. Isn't it? It's on here. Okay, so guys, now I connect them together. Yes, isn't it? This is how the graph look like. And you look carefully the graph for my pink color one. Does it make sense for what you want? No. Because when you minus 1, you must be thinking, teacher, move left unit. Move left 1 unit. So you think it's minus 1, correct? But actually, if I draw it out, do you realize you're actually moving right side 1 unit? Can you see 0 go to 1? You are moving right side 1 unit. So this story tells us, right? Next time, whenever they say they move up or down, you can take the whole equation, you plus 3, move up 3 steps. Minus 3, move down 3 steps. But whenever they say move left, move right, then you don't look at the Y anymore. You look at the X, okay? But for the X, you need to be careful. It's always counterintuitive. That means they are always the one, opposite one, okay? So when you move left, actually, you will plus 1. If you move left 1 step, you will plus 1. If you move left 2 steps, you will plus 2. If you move left 5 steps, you will plus 5. But if you move right 1 step, then you will minus 1, okay? So now do you guys realize now you move right side 1 step? That's why you minus 1. So it's actually opposite from what you try to guess. So now we come back to these questions. The question say move left 1 unit. So guys, when they move left 1 unit, so all you need to change is the X. I already say it's the X, not the Y, right? So of course the X inside the square. So please put a bracket. So guys, now we move left 1 unit based on what you think is minus all. But when you write, then write plus. I already proved to you, correct, my dear? If you write minus, you're moving to right. You want to move left, right? You're going to write plus 1. So same for this one. Put a bracket. The X become X plus 1, minus 15. The new equation is coming out. So now let me expand it. Shortcut method, expand it. Okay, square the front, put in front, square the back, put at the back. Middle using 2 times both of them right in the middle. So this one expanded, negative 2x minus 2, minus 15. So 2x minus 2x, no more. Next 1 minus 2 minus 15, I left negative 16 at the back. And that this is my new equation of curve. And you get this equation, you guys are getting 1 mark. Oh no, the equation have no 1 mark. the moment you +1, they give you 1 marks if you +1 correctly, okay? Based on what I saw, it's like that, okay? So my dear, not yet. Next one, they say, hence, find the volume. Okay, the moment I see volume, I straight away know it's under integration questions. In terms of height, when the region they just mentioned, bounded by the curve and axis is revolved 180 degree about the y-axis, my dear. I scared you guys don't understand it. Usually, I will draw it out. So let's think about it, my dear. Now your graph, now your equation is like that. Okay, let me try to draw it out, yeah, which I think you guys all can imagine it by yourself. So first, my dear, isn't it my A is a positive? So I repeat again, A positive means what? Happy face. And then my C is a -6. So if my C is -16, sorry, isn't it that means they are at the bottom here? You don't have B, that means your graph for left side and right side is balanced. So whenever you don't have B, left and right is always balanced, okay, my dear? So I think this is how the graph look like, okay? So there's 0, there's y-axis, there's x-axis, and this is the curve that I try to draw it out, okay? So now they want to find the volume. Okay, so they want to find the volume, but of course you must know where is the shaded region first. So let's read the questions. They say the shaded region, that means the one they want to find, the region is bounded. Bounded means surrounded. So bounded by the curve. So this is the curve, okay? And the axis, so the axis is here. So guys, after I highlight these two things, do you guys realize the part that's surrounded by these two things is this part? Okay, don't tell me teacher half only, no, because my dear guys, listen, if you want to sketch half, unless they mention one more, if they mention y-axis, then actually you will cut to half. You will just sketch either right or left. But this one, they only say the axis and the curve. So actually you look at it, the axis and the curve, these two things only, isn't it? They exactly surrounded this whole part. So you should shade both sides, okay, my dear, shade both sides, yeah? Then after that, okay, my dear, I hope you guys all remember, whenever you want to find volume, okay? By the way, if your area volume bad, my dear, I put a link at the on top. You try to see. This year I posted a volume area video. Okay, you can go and watch it. You will understand how to find area volume. Okay, so they say find the volume. Okay, so guys, remember, whenever you want to find volume, there's actually only two ways to find. One is using dx, one is using dy. Then use what to decide based on where they turn. So actually the questions mentioned is very important. So now they say they revolve 180 degree about the y-axis. That means, guys, you will turn around the y-axis. So the moment you know they turn around y-axis, actually have no other choice already. 100% using dy. Turn around x-axis using dx. Turn around y-axis using dy. dy in front put y, inside put x. But remember, for volume, there's a square here, there's a pi here. Okay, then listen, a very important thing. A lot of students are, whenever, because you know, normal turn is 360 degree, correct? Now they say 180 degree. So you must be thinking, oh, teacher, I need to divide by 2 because now I only want half. Guys, sometimes you need to divide by 2, sometimes not. And now this question is under not. Why under not? Okay, guys, then you must know a particular basic. Okay, now I show you guys what you want to find first. Now the one that you want to find is the purple color one. Okay, look at all of you. So this is the purple color one. So now this purple color one, right? They say they will turn 180 degree only, correct? You know what? This purple color one, because they shape right side and left side. So if I turn 180 degree, what shape it will become? I think it will become a cup shape. Like that, maybe like a cup shape like that. Okay, my dear. So is it one cup shape or two cup shape? Actually, only one. You know why? One, think about it. If I only say right side, my right side, look at my right side, turn half round. My left side also turn half round. So I turn half, you turn half. Actually, at the end, isn't it we turn 360 degree also? We also exactly get one cut. So this one, when they shape both sides, because they shape both sides, okay? They shape both sides, and when I turn 180 degree, I'm getting one cut out. Can you see it? But then, when you guys using dy to do, right, okay? My dear, when you're using dy to do, you can only do one side of dy. That means you can either do right side or left side. So guys, let's say right side. Then if right side, I want to get this end result of one cut. I don't think I only turn 180 degree. Because if I only turn 180 degree, I will get like that. I will get a half cup. But I don't want half cup. I want same size as the purple one. So isn't it because when I do it, I can only do one side for dy. So I only, let's say right side lah. So right side, I cannot turn 180 degree because if I also follow the question turn 180 degree, I won't get the shape that the questions actually wanted because the question actually shape two sides, correct? So that's why these questions are, you know that for you for you to do the questions, because you can only do one side, and to have the same size as the purple color one, you need to turn 360 degrees. You see, you think about it. Here like that, you turn one full circle. Isn't it you guys will get this? Okay, I should draw a sharper one. So isn't it you guys will get this red color one? Okay, this whole red color one, isn't it same size as the purple color one? Can I say it? So, my dear, so conclusion are very easy one. Whenever you're doing dy, okay, if the original one they sketch both sides, then 180 degree doesn't matter. Okay, you just do normal because it's actually 360 degree. But if they only really sketch one side only, and they say they turn 180 degree, then they seriously are half of the size, half of the volume. Then you must divide by 2. Okay, my dear. Don't know, then just repeat what I say again. Okay, my dear. I already say it very clearly. I repeat again. Okay, conclusion. The conclusion is you're going to see how many sides they sketch. Whenever using dy, they sketch both sides. They say turn 180 degree. It's actually turn 360. So whenever they using dy, they sketch one side. They say they turn 180. They are legit 180. So same for dx. If they sketch both sides, they say they turn 180 degree. Fake one. They turn 360, man. So my dear, if they're doing turn around axis, but they only sketch one side. They say they turn 180 degree. They are seriously turning 180 degree. Okay? So my dear, now all we need to do is sub inside. So what we need to sub there? So remember, dy is always using y value. So the y value, look at the up one, look at the down one. So guys, here is 0. Here is negative 16. Always remember, bigger number put on top, smaller number put at the bottom. So now I need an x squared there. What is my x squared? And this is my equation. So if I need an x squared, just move away the negative 16. So minus 16, move it over, plus 16. Okay, I know already. This is the equation. So I always tell my students, if you get it wrong, you can double check. You see, dy represent the y-axis. Y equals 0 is up here. Y equals negative 16 is down here. And the curve, in the equation I sub, it represents the curve. So can you guys see they exactly surrounded half of the shape? So that shape turned 360. Isn't it become the purple color cup? Then you know you're correct. So now let's start to integrate it. This y, nothing there, power 1. 1 plus 1, 2, divide by 2. The 16 have no y, so it's y power 0. So 0 plus 1, isn't it 1 over 1? So the whole process is just plus 1, divide, plus 1, divide, plus 1, divide. And then remember to sub. Now, my dear, now they care, care about what? Showing the step of sub inside. So you need to show like 0 square over 2 plus 16, 0. Okay, this is for sub 0. Minus negative 16 over square over 2 plus 16 times negative 16. Okay, so guys, the front one I press is 0. The back one, if I press it, I'm pressing, give me some time, negative 128. So my dear, remember in between put a minus, okay? Still got minus, put a bracket, okay? Negative, negative, positive. Don't tell me, teacher, what if I get negative? Then guys, you are wrong. Volume, impossible, you will get negative one. Area, you might get negative because then you put a modulus. But volume won't have negative. If you get negative, please double check what you do wrongly. So the answer, 128 pi. What unit should I put? Units cube. Dun, 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 dun. How many marks? 4 marks, right? This answer obviously 1 marks. Then the moment you write the equation out correctly, 1 marks. You integrate it correctly, 1 marks. 4 plus 3, this question worth 7. Done. Understand, right? Move on lah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Question 8. Oh, finally, until section B. So question 8, they say, diagram 4 shows a trapezium PQRST. You have trapezium, that means you're a rectangle, but one side is shorter a bit. QS is parallel to PT, so these two sides is parallel. So guys, if they're parallel, here 90 degree, 100%, here also 90 degree. So here 90, here 90, here 90, here 90. Quite obvious, that means this is a rectangle shape. Next one, TR is 26 cm. So guys, T to R is 26 cm. Let me label down for you guys. And then QS is XCM. Okay, here is XCM. SR is 2x. So SR is 2x. Guys, the whole thing 26. The right side 2x. The left side 26 minus of the 2x. I think there's the leftover. And for the left side, if they are rectangle, QS is x. I think PT also x. Bottom 26 minus 2x. The top also 26 minus 2x. Okay, I just try my best to write everything I can write before I start. So with all this, let's start from A1. A1, they say state the area of PQST in terms of x. So guys, you're going to find area PQST. So where is PQST? Put a color for you. PQST. Oh, it's a rectangle. So guys, how to find area for rectangle? Height times base. Easy peasy. So guys, the height x. The base 26 minus 2x. Expand it. So never mind for the x, they say in terms of x. So guys, this answer. Done. A1, I'm done. Let's move on. A2. A2, I do here, yeah. A2, they say, find the maximum area of PQST. Oh, forget to say which chapter, right? Because just now I also don't know which chapter. But the moment I read until the word, find the maximum area, I straight away know this question is under Form 5. Chapter 2, differentiation. Which word is the keyword? Maximum. Do you guys remember the formula? Whenever you see maximum, minimum, turning point, stationary point, always using dy dx equals 0. That's the formula, okay? So guys, were I really using dy dx? I don't think so. Because they say maximum what? Area. Where got say y? So guys, change the y to a. That means dA dx equals 0. Then where is my area equation? The one I just found. So just now I'm finding area is 26x minus 2x squared. Because I'm still doing PQST, so you guys can use this one. So now you guys can differentiate it dA dx times and minus 1, okay? So 1 times 26, 26. Power minus 1, no more x. 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Power minus 1, 1. Okay, that's my dA dx. And remember, dA dx will equals to 0. So minus 4x, move it over, plus 4x. Times 4, move it over, divide by 4. Are you guys getting your x value? 6.5. Yeah. I get full marks? No. Why not? Because the question says find the maximum area, boss. They are not asking you to find the maximum x, okay? So after you guys getting the x, want to find area? Subtract. So guys, you want to find the area? Okay, I'll write the word. Maximum area, okay? You just subtract to your area equation. So 6.5 minus 2, 6.5 square, okay? 26 bracket 6.5 minus 2 bracket 6.5 square. So guys, I pressed the whole thing. I got the answer 84.5 cm square. Done. Yeah, 4 marks. So guys, the moment you guys get this answer, 1 marks. Here, 1 marks. Of course, when you differentiate it, equivalent to 0, 1 marks. And then getting the 6.5, another 1 marks. Okay, 4 marks so far. This A, let's move on B. B as squeeze. B as squeeze here. Make it smaller. Okay, can. B, they say, given that the rate of change of area PQST is 36, when x equals to 5, calculate the length of QS after 3 seconds. Oh, this question is quite different. So my dear, when I read it, I'm not sure about you. I hope you can see. The keyword is what? Rate. What? Shine there, okay? Rate of change, I also got video in my channel. Go find yourself, okay? I'm very lazy, my dear. Go find yourself, okay? So my dear, given the rate of change, whenever you see the word rate, okay, it means how fast, how slow you move. So every single time you see the word rate, it's talking about speed. Speed is using what? Time to justify. So rate is always d something dt whenever you see the word rate. So they say rate of change of the area. So guys, obviously it's dA dt. They will say rate of change of volume, then dV dt lah. So now they say dA dt is 36 cm squared per second. That means every single second, you will increase 36 cm squared. How I know increase? Because positive. If it's negative, then it's decrease. Then now they tell me the x is 35, okay? Now they say calculate the length of QS. So guys, QS is this purple color one. And the purple color one called what? X. That means this question want to find the X, okay? After 3 seconds. How I know after 3 seconds, what is your size? Then isn't it, I need to find out what is the changes for your length every single second. Because if I know every single second you increase 2, then after 3 seconds, increase 6, no? Correct, my dear? So these questions are, they give you the rate, but they never emphasize they want to find rate. But you know, without the rate of the length, you couldn't get what is your length after 3 seconds. So yeah, the first thing is you need to find dx dt. How do you find dx dt? So guys, I hope you guys all know rate questions always using chain rule. Chain rule is always something equals to something times something. I always tell my students, put the one that you want to find on the left side. So now I want to find dx dt. So I put dx dt on the left. So the top transfer to the top here. The bottom transfer to the bottom here. I left one top, one bottom. Fill in the blank. So now I left what? dA. I haven't write yet. So I copy dA in. So now dx dt. So now first I need dx dA. Wow, where to get dx dA? I got dA dx already, guys. Here. Remember or not? Then dA dx is 26 minus 4x. So dx dA is terbalik it. Then do I terbalik now? No. You will only terbalik when there's no unknown, my dear. Then there's what unknown there? X. And what they say x is what? Cert5. Isn't it can sub cert5 in? I think we need a decimal, right? So 26 minus 4 sub 5. Got it. 17.0557. Okay. Then guys, dx dA will be terbalik of this. That means 1 over 17.0557. So 1 divide by the particular answer, getting 0.05863. 0.05863, okay? Times dA dt. My dA dt is what? 36. Then can you guys see here? dA dt is 36. So taking this answer times 36. Got it, guys. 2.1107 cm per second. So I'm giving you the size for the area. Every single second increase how much? And from there, you can find out the length that you increase every single second is 2.1107. Then they're asking you, oh, so what is your length now? So my dear, now they want to find the QS. First, you must know what is OQS. QS is X, right? So your OX, isn't it, is square root 5. All right? Then the square root 5 is the old one. Then you need to plus the new one. So the new one is what? You already know. Every single second, you will increase by 2.1107. So you need to plus 2.1107. But depending on how many seconds you're talking about. So now we say after 3 seconds. So isn't it this 2.1107 is for 1 second? Then 3 seconds times 3. So take this answer times 3 plus 5. The answer 8.5683 cm. Done. 4 marks. Obviously, this answer 1 marks. Obviously, the chain rule 1 marks. Let me see where else we have the rest of the marks. Oh, you can get 2.11, another 1 marks. Wow, they give you 2 marks for the chain rule. What is so matters about it? Oh, something int, get 1 mark. Let me think through it again. 1, 2, 3. Subset 5, 1 marks. Okay, that. Can I move slightly up? C. Fine. Find the approximate change of the area of PQST when the value of X changes to 1.98. Oh, this is so normal. So my dear, when I read it, of course, the keyword is approximate change. Remember, rate of change and approximate change is 2 different things. Rate of change is talking about you slowly increase every single second. But approximate change is just one number change to another number in a very small, insignificant figure. So now they say approximate change. We can also call it small change. So approximate change symbol is delta. They say find the approximate change of the area. So you need to find delta A. Okay. Then now they say when my X changing from 2 to 1.98. So rate of change is using chain rule, but small change is using small change formula. Small change formula is delta Y equals to dy dx times delta x. Now, that is the formula. Okay. Now I start to sub inside, yeah? So first thing first, you want to find A. So of course, the Y all become A lah. The Y become A. Then the X there, the X of course still X lah. Beside divide X, it's not right K, man. So X, okay? So now you need a dA dx. Where do I get dA dx? No need already, my dear. dA dx, we keep having it, what? dA dx. 26 minus 4x. Can you guys see that? And now, don't tell me, teacher, the x is sub 5. That one is for B lah. Hello. For C, your x actually got 2, got 1.98. Which one do I sub? Very good. The original one. Original one is 2. Always sub the original one. It's not because they are pretty. It's because they are original. So dA dx, oh, is 18. Then delta x is what? Small change of x. So guys, my x from 2 become 1.98. What is the small little changes in between them? Need to write negative 0.02. Why need to write negative? Because small change is like common difference like that. Common difference, how we find? Isn't it the new one, the back one minus the front one? So this one, you should also using the back one minus the front one. That's why you have negative. Because literally you're decreasing. You're not increasing, 2 become 1.98. Dropping, right, my dear? So dropping is decreasing. That's why the answer got a negative. So the final answer, negative 0.36. You want to write fraction also can. And this is area, cm squared. Don't tell me, teacher, per second, that one is for rate lah. Rate only got time. This one no time, it's just cm squared. How many marks? This answer 1 marks. 2 marks, right? This working 1 mark. This question 10. Not sure whether you will choose this because section B is 4 questions, choose 3. Usually my students don't like differentiation. They will just give up on this. But actually now I go through it with you Don't you feel like it's very doable? Not sure what you feel, but I feel like it's very doable. Okay, let's move on. Next questions. 9. They say diagram 5 shows the triangle ABCCDE. Yep, I can see that. Straight line AE intersect BD at C. Yep, I can see that. It's given that C is the midpoint of AE. So guys, C is the middle of A and E. Okay, that means the ratio is 1 and 1. And BCCD ratio is 2, 3. BC, wait, I put color. BC2, CD3. Okay, this is everything they say so far. And right until this moment, I straight away know this question is under Form 4. Chapter 7, Coordinate Geometry. You should be quite strong about this chapter because mathematics taught the same thing. So A1, they say find a coordinate D. So coordinate is XY. Yeah? Where is my D? My D is here. Well, how to find D? I realize the D there, my dear, is under this straight line. So I think I can use this straight line. But when I look at this straight line, because I already have ratio, correct? But I don't think I can get it. Because if I want to find D, they should give me B. They should give me C. But C I don't have. C I don't have, then how? Fine. How to find C? Isn't it C is under this line? So C, I can find C first, my dear. So don't tell me straight away can find. No. C can find based on what formula? Midpoint. Because the question just now purposely mentioned to me C is actually a midpoint. So guys, this is actually the midpoint formula. Can you see that? So this one is for the middle one. The middle one exactly is C. So this one is C. The x1, x2 is the corner 2 plus together. So one side 3, one side 7. Isn't it 3 plus 7 divided by 2? One side 2, one side negative 6. Isn't it 2 plus negative 6 divided by 2? So plus together divided by 2, plus together divided by 2. Yeah, the answer 5 negative 2. That got it. Once I got this, getting the D is not a problem. Now should use what? Cannot use midpoint anymore, but can use ratio. Ratio formula look like this. Ratio formula SPM provider. Okay, but of course, I hope you already memorize it. Actually, to be honest, if you want to have enough time in SPM, all the formula you better memorize. Who got time to flip and go and see? I feel okay. I hope okay. Of course, the best is no need to refer, okay? So my dear, this XY is for the middle one. So now I'm doing the yellow one. Wait, this one is doing the blue line. This one is doing the yellow line. So when I'm doing the yellow line, the middle point is the one in alone. Don't tell me, teacher, not for D, man. No, because even though you're finding D, but this is always for the middle point. So whoever in the middle, you will put them alone. So the middle one is C. So C coordinate is only 5, negative 2. Okay. The N and M is what? It's the ratio. 2 and 3. Start from 2 or start from 3 doesn't matter. But when you do it, you need to cross multiply. That means the 3 must times point B. The 2 must times point D. Okay. So 3 times this X. 3 times negative 1. Plus 2 times this X. Now the X is question marks. Impossible, I write question marks, right? So you write X. Divide by total ratio, 3 plus 2. Another one, same thing. 3 times the Y here, 3 times negative 8. Plus 2 times the Y here, which I don't have, so I call it Y. Divide by total ratio, isn't it 3 plus 2? So up to here, how do we continue? We compare. So 5 equals to negative 3 plus 2x over 5. Moving around. 5, 5, 25. Minus 3, move it over, plus 3, 28. Times 2, move it over, divided by 2. The first answer, 14. Next one, I compare another one. So my y is negative 2, your y. 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. 2 times y, 2y. The bottom is 5. Divide by 5, move up, become times 5. Minus 24, move it over, plus 24 is 14. So times, move it over, divide. Guys, got it, man. My D coordinate 14, 7. That. How many marks for here? They give you, never say. I think got 3 marks. So guys, when you get this answer 1 marks, this particular working 1 marks, this particular answer another 1 marks. I think got 3 marks. Next one, let's move on. The second part. Second part, they say find the area of the triangle CDE. Which one is CDE? Wait, CDE. Okay, this one. So guys, you're going to find area for this. How do you find area? This is a coordinate geometry, right? Do you remember? Don't tell me what 1 over 2 times base times height. People never say 90 degrees. You don't tell me 1 over 2 times base times height. Okay, so my dear, let's use coordinate formula. Do you remember coordinate got one formula to find area one, which all using coordinate one, which is putting x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Put up to 3 because CDE got 3, but repeat the first one. And always arrow going down first. This formula SPM provided. So C, 5, negative 2. D is 14, 7. Just now we found it. And E is 7, -6. Start from which one doesn't matter, okay, my dear? It's all right one, but just clockwise or anti-clockwise, okay? So let's say I start from C. So 5, -2. Next time I go to D, 14, 7. Next time I go to E, 7, -6. And then the first one, I repeat. Okay? Arrow going down. This arrow going down means what? You times them together. Now only I know, right? In answer scheme, when you times them together, you cannot 5, 7, 35. Cannot. You need to write 5 times 7. 14 times -6. 7 times -2. My dear, it's necessary to write 5 times 7, okay? Minus. So guys, all the down, 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 you will minus all the up, 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 up. So this one times this one, -2 times 14. Plus this one times this one, 7 times 7. Plus -6 times 5. Modulus it. So 1/2 modulus 5 times 7 plus 14 times -6 plus 7 times -2. The front one, I get -63. -2 times 14 plus 7 times 7 minus 6 times 5. I'm getting -9. Here, yeah. So -63 plus 9, I get -54. I hope you guys all remember modulus means everything come out will be positive. So -54 come out become +54. And after I divide by 2, isn't it the answer? 27 units square. Unit square, I remember to write, okay? So I think here got another 2 marks. You know where's the 2 marks? Just now you got write one by one like that, 1 marks. This particular answer, 1 marks. Ding, 2 marks. Okay, move on. B. B, they say point P, move. Do you know under coordinate geometry, whenever they say one point moving, close your eyes. Remember it. 100% talking about locus. Because locus is a normally locus is a circle. So whenever you round and round and round and round, that's why you will move. So that's why moving point coordinate is always XY. Why moving point coordinate is XY? Because if you keep moving, I don't think I can give you any number because your number also keep changing. So that's why moving point always we call it XY. So point P, XY. Move along the circumference of a circle with diameter AB. So you guys know that now P will move on a circle. Okay, we'll move on a circle with on the circumference of the circle. So a side of it is circumference with the diameter AB. So guys, let's try to draw on top. So when I go to the top, right, this is AB. Can you guys see the green color one? So that means this particular circle, so this AB is a diameter. So that means the circle, isn't it, will exactly surrounded it like that. You see the green one like that only look like a diameter. So isn't it this point P, let's say, is here. Okay, isn't it that is the moving point? But moving point won't be there. It can be anywhere on the curve. Okay, my dear? So with that, now let's look at B1. B1, they say find the equation of locus. You see, I already say moving point always is locus. So locus only got 2 methods to find. One is using distance. One is using perpendicular. So these questions there never tell you anything about it. Okay, my dear. So you know that point P is XY because you don't have it. Okay. Then for this curve, another 2 points you have is A and B. Okay. A lot of my students, they will tell me, teacher, using distance. Can you know how to use distance, my dear? So obviously, for a circle, main thing is not A and B. It's the center. So center isn't it here? Let's call it O. So how do we get the center? Obviously, because diameter. Diameter, if you cut to half, isn't it here and here definitely is the radius. And the radius is definitely the same. So you can, using A and B, find the midpoint. After you find the midpoint, you know how you find the locus answer? You can using distance, right? So you can say A to O distance and O to P distance is the same. Then you can move around, you can get the answer, my dear. Don't tell me, teacher, why must O to P? Because on 5P, of course, must involve P, correct? But my dear, this is not the fastest. I'm going to teach you the fastest. The fastest is what? Do you guys still remember some basic you learned under mathematics? If this is a circle, if this is a diameter, if I randomly draw a point here, what will you know? Don't know? You connect like that, and they are always 90 degree at the corner here. That means if my point is here, it's still 90 degree here. If my point is here, it's still 90 degree here, correct? Isn't it if 3 of the point also on circumference and 2 of them it represent a diameter? Isn't that means, guys, if I connect like that, 100% this part will be 90 degree. So this 90 degree is exactly can using perpendicular. So guys, how do we use the perpendicular? Okay, now I make it smaller, or we look So perpendicular, or the formula is what? M1, M2 equals to -1. So guys, I'm using this, yeah? So who is M1? Who is M2? So M1, M2 is always talking about 90-degree true line. 90-degree true line like that, okay? One is M1, one is M2. So my dear, when I'm looking at the 90-degree, one of it is the vertical one, okay? The vertical one called gradient AP times another one beside 90-degree is gradient BP. AP first or BP first doesn't matter, but you know AP times BP equals to -1. Then how do we find gradient? Gradient formula is always, yeah, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So guys, I'm using this formula. Cannot? So first one, I'm finding for AP. So A is 3, 2. So y minus 2 over x minus 3. This is for AP times BP. P is still xy. B is -1, -8. So y minus -8 over x minus -1. Isn't it equivalent to -1? The rest is mathematics, yeah? Right nicely for you. So you know how fraction times fraction, right? It's always top times top. Bottom times bottom. Equivalent to -1. Now, let's start to expand it. Y times y, y squared. Y times 8, 8y. -2 times y, -2y. -2 times 8, -16. Bottom left, x times x, x squared. X times 1, 1x. -3 times x, -3x. -1 times 1, -1. Equivalent to -1. Continue move, So y squared. 8 minus 6, minus 2, sorry, 6y, minus 16. The bottom, move it away, -1 times x squared. 1 minus 3, -2x, minus 1. Continue expand. So expand it. -x squared plus 2x plus 1 equivalent to this. Okay? And remember, all the equations were equivalent to 0. So everything move it to one side. So y squared plus 6y. -x squared, move it over positive x squared. Plus 2x, move here, minus 2x. The rest is number. -16 minus 1, -17. Eh? I expand wrongly. -1 times 1. Correct what? Which part I'm wrong? Oh, this is a 3. 3 times 1 is a 3. What happened to my max? Sorry, guys. Make you worry a bit, right? You scared I didn't realize, right? I also human, I will make human mistake. So my dear, 3, move it over -3. -16 minus 3, isn't it -90? Okay, done. Okay, so guys, you see, this is how you guys get the equation out. And next, they say, hence, determine whether the locus P, right, the one that you just get, whether passes through point C. So whether they passes through or not, you try to sub inside, then you know, my dear. If they passes through, they're able to sub. If they not passes through, they're not able to sub. Don't understand? I'll show you. So point C coordinate is this one, 5, -2. So point C is 5, -2. And based on the previous here, we're already getting the equation. Y squared plus 6y plus x squared minus 2x minus 19 equivalent to 0. Sub inside, yeah? So my y is -2. My y is -2. My x is 5. My x is 5 minus 19. Okay? You want to know whether is it correct or not? You just do one side. Okay? If we can get back another side, then it's correct. So -2 squared plus 6 -2 plus 5 squared minus 2 bracket 5 minus 19. I press the whole thing, guys. I get -12. Supposingly, if I sub the whole thing here, I should get same as right side, but my right side is supposed to be 0. So do I really get back 0? No. So the answer is yes or no? No. So determine whether the locus P got passes through point C or not. The answer is no. Because if it's yes, I should get back 0. Done. 5 marks, my dear. So when you do this, 1 marks. Get this answer, 1 marks. No, 1 marks. Sub inside 1 marks. There's another 1 marks. Oh, getting the gradient, they give you 1 marks. So here we'll have 2 marks. So my dear, in like that, in total, this question worth 10. I think a lot of you guys will choose these questions. Okay, this question quite easy. Can, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, question 10. Okay, I also do linear law for you, okay? The moment I look at it, I don't think you need to ask any questions. Form 4, chapter 6, linear law. Will you choose this question? 100% yes. This question only got one bad thing. That means it's a bit time consuming because you need to draw a graph. But it's more risk adverse because they don't really come out different style. Okay, so now let me read it. They say table 1 shows the values of two variables x and y obtained from an experiment. The variables x and y are related by this equation. So guys, they do give you an equation. So A, they say plot means draw the graph xy against x using a scale 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 cm to 0.5 units on the xy axis. And guys, they give you 4 marks. So my dear, wait, let me take a picture of it so I can go to graph paper and legit draw it out. So you guys having this, I'll take out your graph paper, 4 marks, my dear. So now my graph paper is here. Okay, now we are doing questions. What is the question? Oh, I didn't take picture of the questions, Ni. Oh, 10. It's 10. My dear. So question 10. Okay. So guys, before you start, you know what is the first thing you need to do? Having a table. A table is very important nowadays. But supposedly you shouldn't write anything in the graph. The graph should only draw graph. The rest of it you can write on the full sketch or behind the graph normally got line. You can write on there, but you shouldn't write together with your graph. But because my screen is very limited, I need to do at the same time. So everything I've squeezed in the graph paper. Yeah. So guys, the first thing is, yeah, my picture disappeared. Okay, got it. So my dear, first one, they ask you to plot x, y against x. So you know what you need, right? You need value for x, you need value for x, y. So first one, x is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't it that the original x value? Then x, y, take your calculator. Put the x they have times the y they have, lor. So 1 times 3.25. Okay, 3.25. 1.28 if I times 2. Okay, 2.56. 0.58 if I times 3, okay, 1.74. 0.25 if I times 4, 1. Guys, will you write 1? Everyone write 2 decimal places. This one also must write 2 decimal places. Next one, 0.05 times 5, it will be 0.25. Negative 0.09 times 6, negative 0.29. You see, my dear? My students, they always, first thing first, they go and start to draw x-axis, y-axis. Actually, shouldn't, you know. The step is you should have the value first. Because now you guys see my table. Isn't it you realize you have a negative value? If you come with a negative value, don't you feel like it means that you need to have some space for the negative part? Which is very important, okay? So now let's try to draw it out. So they say 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis, 2 cm to 0.5 units. Wait, make it smaller. Okay, I draw your x-axis first. Wait, a bit sengit when I make it bigger. Okay, here. And then 0.5 units. I think I can draw it here. Let me double check whether enough space or not, okay? So I need to cover until the height of 3.25. So if here is 0, okay? The height is 2 cm, 0.5 units. So this one 0.5 every 2 cm. So 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, 4.0. Okay, guys, I can exactly cover until 4. Oh, okay. Usually, right, your graph, right, need to at least 70%, 75% of the whole graph paper. So you know usually what I do? Even though I don't need this much of space, but actually I would write until the maximum I can write. Like, you know, maximize my graph lah. So this one called what? XY axis. And bottom, they will have negative 0.5 here. Okay, which I need to cover until negative 0.29. I think it's more than enough. And then for the x-axis, they say every 2 cm, 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, actually, I just need until 6, right? But because I still have space, then normally I will write until like 7, 8, until the maximum I can write lah. So here, x, okay? And guys, for MX, the graph paper, no need title. So no need to write what? The graph of xy against x, no need, okay? Wait, in the screen, maybe you guys cannot see, but in my screen, I see a blank. Okay, good. So my dear, now, okay, how do we draw it out? Okay, first thing first, let me teach you guys something first. Teach you how to count. So my dear, 0 to 1, obviously the difference is 1. There's 10 boxes there. That means 1 divided by 10. Every box is 0.1. So 1 box 0.1, 2 box 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, go on and go on. Then for the y-axis, 0 to 0.5. So the gap difference is 0.5. They got 10 boxes. 0.5 divided by 10. Every single boxes is 0.05. Then the next box, 0.1. So every single two box, 0.1. Every single two box, 0.2. Every single two box, 0.3. And go on, okay? Now, let's try to draw it out. So the first point is 1, 3.25. So 1 is here, 3.25. Here's 3, yeah? Here's 3.5, middle here. Exactly, it's 3.25. That, okay? Next one, 2, 2.56, 2. 2.5 is here. Remember or not, every single box is 0.05. So 2.5, one box up, 2.55. 2.55 and 2.56, very near already. So I just draw that. That's the second point. 2.56, okay? Next one, my dear. Next one is 3, 1.74. 3 is here, 1.5 is here, 1.6, 2 box, 1.7, 2 box, 1.8 is here. So 1.74 is like around 1.75 like that. So which is exactly middle from 1.5 to 2. Next one, 4, 1. This one easy. 4, 1, okay? Next one, 5, 0.25. 0.25 is right in the middle of 0 to 0.5. And last one, negative 0.29. Negative 0.29. So negative 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 0.3. So negative 0.29 is very near to negative 0.3, which I think is here. Okay, now, my dear. So now, this is all the point I'm having so far. If I too fast, you just drag me and then slow it down. You can do it one, okay? So now, take a ruler. Try to connect all of them together. Well, I couldn't connect all of them together. So guys, when I couldn't connect all of them together, it's a very normal one. That means what? That means you're going to draw a best fit line. So guys, what is best fit line? Best fit line, it means that you're going to draw a graph that trying your best to touch every single point. If you couldn't touch every single point, if there's one point you couldn't touch on the right side, you must have one point balance that couldn't touch on the left. That means, guys, if this is a straight line, so here 2, 3, 4, okay, you see, left side 2 point not touching, right side 2 point not touching. This graph is still correct one, you know, even you never touch any point. Because like that, you still balance one. Then some of my students, they draw like that. This is obviously wrong, my dear. You cannot only touch one side. You need to touch both. I mean, like, if you're not touching it for some point, you cannot all of them not touching on the right side. Then you're going to have some on the left side. Balance is very important for best fit line, okay? So now, try to draw, yeah? So guys, that's why I always ask my students, right, to buy this kind of cheap ruler, my dear, because this kind of cheap ruler, right, half of them is transparent. So when you put on it, you'll be able to see through it to know where is your point located at and try to find the best one. Obviously, this is too short, lah. So if you want to buy a longer one, it can, but using this also, I can find it out. I think you can as well. So let me try to draw it out. Like that, you see? 2 on the left cannot. Like this. Well, 3 on the right cannot. Never mind. Try to see from here. Oh, it seems this is the best. So this one, let me see. Let me see. Oh my God, guys, I realized my mistake. You must be trying to shouting there, my dear. The last one wrong. Why were I getting negative 0.29? My dear, so 6 times negative 0.09. Negative 0.54. Careless way, my dear. So negative 0.54 here. Wait, try to draw longer. Negative 1, okay? So negative 0.54. Here will be negative 0.5. One box down is negative 0.55, which is almost 54 there. So yep, this is all the point I have now. So can we touch every point now? Oh, this is good. So much better. Just now that one, I'm like, why, my dear? So guys, this one you draw it out, right? See, look at my line. I touch first, third, fourth, fifth. Second and last is not touching, but both of them also slightly out of the graph. And the second one is right side of the straight line. And then the last one is left side of the straight line. That is what we call best fit line. Okay, my dear. So do you get full marks for the graph now? No. Why not? Because your graph, right, need to extend until your y-axis. It's very important to have your y-intercept. Okay, so guys, just like that, you guys get 4 marks. You know where is the 4 marks? The table, 1 marks. The y-axis label out correctly, get 1 marks. The x-axis label out correctly, get 1 marks. Oh, sorry, my mistake. The x-axis and y-axis label correctly for both, get 1 marks. All the point plot on the correct spot get 1 mark. The straight line you draw best fit line get 1 mark. So like that, 4 marks so far. Can ya? So next one, B. B, they say what? By using the graph. By using the graph. You know why I write this wording out? Because this word is so important. By using the graph, that means you cannot using calculation. It must be using back your graph. Okay, so you draw wrongly, it will affect your answer, you know. So by using the graph, find the value of x when the y squared is 4 over x squared. When y squared equals to 4 over x squared. So guys, how do I do this one? So because I want to use my graph, right? I want to find my x. So if I want to find the x, you see, my dear, imagine it. I want to find the x. They should give me the y, right? But this question, the y didn't call it y, you know. They call it xy. So that means I want to find the x, I should have xy. But do the question give me xy? No. But they give me something I feel like I can move around. So try that. No harm, right? Divide, move up times. Isn't it x squared, y squared equivalent to 4? I can see it already, my dear. X and y both also got square. Isn't it both of them also got square? You guys can pull it out. So after you guys pull it out, both of them also got like having the same power, you can pull it out. So square, move it over square root. Square root 4, isn't it? Oh, xy is 2. Supposingly xy is square root 4, it should be plus minus 2. But since your xy, you didn't draw until negative, so positive 2 will do. So my dear, xy, your xy need to be 2. So 2, isn't it here? So you know what you need to do? You need to draw dotted line. Dotted line, my dear. So the dotted line, once you guys touch it, then you guys bend it down. Once you guys touch it, then you guys bend it down. Down, down, down. Wait, I'm looking at it. Oh, here. So ugly. Feel very insecure. Same to you, right? Okay, guys, this is where I get. So my dear, what is the point for this particular part? So when my xy equivalent to 2, so I try to draw it out, I touch the line, I bend it down. So this one 2. Remember, every single box is 0.1. So 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. This is 2.7. 2.6 and 2.7 right in the middle. 2.65. Yay, my x answer is, yeah. My x answer is very light. Okay, my x answer is 2.65. Done. Saw it? Move it down. I mean, smaller. Second one. Second one, guys, they say, and I'm still looking at the questions. They say, right, y plus h equals to k squared over x in linear form. So they have 2 requirements. I mean, like they have a lot of requirements. They ask you to change this to linear form. Hence, find the value of h and k. So guys, how do we do it? First thing first, we're going to have linear form. Not sure whether you guys remember. Linear form exactly called y equals to mx plus c. Linear means straight line. So y equals to mx plus c. But the y and the x is always a big Y and big X. Then how I know what is my big Y, what is my big X? So for linear graph, right, always refer to the y-axis. The y-axis is always your hint for the big Y. Your x-axis is always your hint for the big X. So when I look at it, guys, I know my big Y is xy. So when I look at it, first, I want the y alone lah. So if I'm you, first thing first, I will move away the square root h. So plus h, move it over minus h, okay? And what you need now, you need xy. So how to make it xy? So y become xy, you should times x. So this one I times x. K squared over x, I times x, k squared. Sub h, if I times x, sub hx. Of course, you can write x sub h, but I write sub hx for you lah, because I know later on I need this sequence. So my dear, see my big Y is already xy, matching with the graph, correct? Then, of course, you want y equals to mx plus c. Do you think this k square look like mx or c? Yeah lah, of course it's c, because don't have x ma. So that's why these 2 person, I rearrange it. These 2 person, I rearrange their position. So this one I write in front, this one I write at the back. Not sure what you feel. I can even write a bracket for you. I think all of you guys able to see my linear equation now. Y equals to mx plus c. Why I'm so sure this is already correct? Let me double check for you. See, my big Y, I get xy. Isn't it definitely matching with my graph now? My big X, I get X. You see, look at this. It's seriously X here. So that means my big X also correct. okay, because I'm getting X also. Then under compare, I know the position of gradient is supposed to be negative third H. The position of C is supposed to be K squared. Can you guys all see that? So that means now want to get your H and K answer, just need to have your M and C. C is the easiest. So first thing first, guys, C stands for your y-intercept. So I look at my graph, I straight away know my y-intercept here is 4. So that means my C is 4. So square, move it over square root. So square root 4 is me, you guys will get the answer of plus minus 2. Plus minus 2, both accepted, okay? I saw the answer only write plus 2, but supposedly got both lah. Next one, my dear, how do I find my H? To get my H, I must find my gradient. How do we get the gradient? Gradient formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember, to do this, right, you need to use 2 points. And these 2 points usually, usually, I will use those that are already on the line itself, okay? Or you can use any random point on the line, okay? If you're so confident about your line lah. So my dear, but then when I use it, you don't tell me, teacher, use this one, cannot, because that one is not even on the line. You must only use those that are on the line, okay? So guys, the first one that on the line is this one, 3.25. Okay, if the first one I'm using this, then another one, I'll try to choose a further one, because the further it is, the more accurate your answer is. So if I'm using 3.25, oh, this one good. 4.1, 4.1, so straightforward. So I plan to use these two. So usually I will draw a dot right angle triangle. Try to tell teacher that I'm using this particular right angle triangle. But nowadays I see they are working, they don't really draw it anymore. But yeah, still having this habit of try to show teacher that I'm using these two, so I draw the right angle triangle. So now you guys can sub inside. So y2, 3.25 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 3.25 minus 1 divide by negative 3. So guys, I get negative 3 over 4 equals to negative third H. So third H equals to 3 over 4. So H equals to square root, move it over square. Are you guys getting your H answer? 9 over 16. Yay! That 6 marks for the back part, right? So getting these 1 marks, just now you can get the XY equals to 1 marks. Correct. And then getting the H 1 marks. Oh, this one, no, don't have 1 marks, because they ask for linear equation. You can get the linear equation 1 marks. You can write C equals to, like, the C value equals to K square 1 marks. You get the K 1 marks. You do the gradient with the working 1 marks. So altogether like that, this question worth 10. How long is it now? The video? Don't know lah. Let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. So linear law, I think all of you guys will choose, because it's seriously quite easy, I would say. Okay, so move on. Question 11. Oh, this 11. Not sure whether you're good or not, because it depends on how hardworking you are this year. So 11, they say, a company produced a type of potato chips and pack them before being marketed. So my dear, of course, you sell potato chips, you're going to pack first, only you marketed lah. Okay, if not, use hand to give people, man, right? The mass of the packet of chips ranging from 75 gram to 80 gram will be accepted for marketing. So 75 to 80 gram, okay lah, then maybe I say myself is 77 gram. So as long as within the range, I still sell it out, okay? While the mass of a packet of chips that is out of the range will be sent for repacking. So if I pack too little, I scared customer complain, so I will actually send back and repack. If I pack too much, then I scared I actually rookie. So there's a reason I will send back to repacking, okay? But 75 to 80, definitely I will just sell it out. So table 2, another table, shows the mass of a packet of chips and the number of packet in a ratio at a particular time. So guys, we try to give you the ratio, okay? So look at it, yeah. So 75 to 80 gram, isn't it? Those is the one that marketed out. Okay, my dear. So this one will be marketed out. Why I would write double D, T. Marketed, okay, my dear. So this 97. So 97 plus 1 plus 2, actually total ratio is 100. Okay, my dear. So that means out of 100 packet, 97 packet is all okay one. Like if out of 100, 97 packet, that means what? 97%. Make sense? So my dear, when you know the total is 100, so 97 over 100, 97% of them will be marketed. 1% of them will be too light. 2% of them will be too heavy. Make sense, all? Now, let's start from A1. I squeeze here. A1, they say, find the min. Min is this symbol. Find the min of the packet of chips marketed. Marketed. Okay, if the company produced 5,000 packet of chips, when they say these 5,000 packet, do they ever tell you is what type of chips? No, right? So that means this 5,000 is total. Total is what? N. Forget to say which chapter is this. This questions isn't it under Form 5, Chapter 5. Probability distribution. They will always come out one question is paper 2. Okay. So now they want to find mean. How do you guys find mean? Hope you guys all remember the formula of mean equivalent to MP. Let me have double check whether is it provided in SPM. Oh, provided. So good. So my dear, mean is what you want to find now. So N is what? 5,000. So out of 5,000 chips, now what kind of average mean that you want to find now? You want to find the mean of number of packet chips of marketed. So what is the probability of marketed, my dear? So marketed is here. Marketed is this part. Can you guys see that? So probability of marketed is what? Just now we already say is 97 out of 100. Isn't it 97%? So 97 out of 100, that means is 0.97. So I know the probability is 0.97. So out of 5,000 packet, 97% of them were actually marketed out, which equivalent to 4,850 packs. Done. Quite easy, right? A2. A2, they say, if 6 packets of chips are chosen randomly from the company, 6 packets. These 6 packets of chips, they say choose at random. But they never tell me these 6 packets is those marketed or not marketed, right? That means it's total. So the total now is 6. N equals to 6. Then they say fine. Find the probability. Oh, probability. Find the probability that exactly, okay, 2 packets will be sent for repacking. Okay, my dear. So they were asking out of 6. Out of 6, I remember, out of 6, 2 of them were sent back for repacking. So my dear, the probability you're going to write, remember, every single time you're going to find, put a sentence first. Only start to put label it out. So whenever you want to find anything, we always call it X. Then equal. Why equal? Because exactly means chun chun. So equal. If they say more than, bigger than. If they say lesser than, if they say at least, bigger and equal, right? But they say exactly, so it's equal to 2. Okay, now how do we do it? By the way, forget to tell you guys that these questions, do you see the word normal? No. Somehow every single thing about chips is countable. Whenever it's countable, this question is either under binomial distribution. If it's non-countable, then it's under normal distribution, okay? So now this one is binomial. So binomial exactly got only one formula to use all the time. So which is this particular formula. Provided in SPM as well. So I think I'm using this, okay, my dear? So how to use this? You see, NC2. So out of 6 packet, now I want 2 packet that can repacking. So 6C2. T stands for probability of success. What is success now, my dear? Look carefully based on what they ask. If the question asking you girl is success. If the question asking you fail is success. Now the question asking me repacking. So guys, repacking is success. So what's the probability of repacking? So guys, look carefully. This is those that marketed. Then what is this? This is the one that below the range. Below the range will what? Go back and repack, man. Then what is this one? This one is above the range. Above the range is what? Also go back to repack, man. So my dear, that means I know the probability of repacking is not 1, it's not 2, but it's 1 plus 2. That means this 1 packet and this 2 packet, this 3 packet, I will go back and repack. But my dear, I want the probability. I didn't ask the amount of it. So this 3 packet is out of 100 packet. That's why the probability of repacking is 0.03, which is like 3% out of 100%. Because 97% of them marketed, 3% of them will be repacking, will be returned to repack. So isn't it, guys? 0.03 power 2. Then probability of not success, that means marketed, is 0.97. 6 packet, 2 of them repacking, 4 of them marketed. So let's press calculator. So when you press, remember to put a bracket for the 6C2. So guys, I press calculator, getting the answer 0.01195. Done. Okay, my dear. So this one done. Let's move on. A3. Okay, A3. Let me read for you guys. If a manager chooses 10 packet of chips randomly from the repacking unit. So guys, again, they choose 10 packet. So 10 packet, do they say like what kind? What kind? No. So you know it's the total again. So this is N equals 10. Okay, then they say find the probability. So find the probability again that he will get, look carefully, more than 2 packet, of chips. They have the mass below the range. Okay, so read carefully every single word. So this is what they talking so far. Okay, so first thing first, everything you want to find called x. More than, bigger than what? 2. Should I put equal sign? No, they say more than means more than. They didn't say more than or equals to. So more than, that means bigger, okay? Bigger than 2. So now, how do I do it? I need to list out one by one. You know why I need to list out? Because whenever you guys using this formula, it's only for equal. So whenever bigger, smaller, right? That means they include a lot of possibility. You're going to list out all the possibility. So when I say I can have more than 2, that means is it okay with 2? No. If I ask you to get more than 3A, that means can you take 3A? No, I'll be angry, okay, my dear? So that's why more than 2 is more, okay? It doesn't include the 2, more than 2, that means got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop at 10. Why I stop at 10? Because my n is maximum until 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I need to do 8 times. So hard, my dear. What's the easier way? Very good. 1 minus, because total probability is always 1. So you're using 1 minus the one that you want to find, minus the rest of the things that you don't want to find, you will exactly get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 you want to find. So what is those you don't want to find? 2, 1, 0. So using 1 minus the probability for 2, minus the probability for 1, minus the probability for 0, which is impossible to happen, then you will get the rest of them. So now let's start to do the 2. The 2, don't tell me, teacher, just now you already did. Can I sub back? Wrong. It's 2 different things. Later on, I tell you why. So my dear, now is what? 10 packet. I want 2 packet below the range, correct? So what is below the range, guys? The range that we're talking about, isn't it this one? This is the normal range, correct? Below the range is this one. So this one got what? 1 packet. Then 1 packet out of how many packet? You guys will tell me, teacher, 0.01. Wrong. Why wrong? These questions are, this out of A1, 2, 3, the hardest one is A3. The A3, you know what, which word is super important? They say, if a manager choose 10 packet of chips randomly from the repacking units, my dear, now this 10 packet, they never choose from all the 100 already. They choose the 10 packet from those who actually repacking. So actually repacking, do the middle one, this one, come inside the repacking section? No. So actually you ignore this. So repacking section now, only got 1 plus 2, only got 3, okay? So from here, this is below the range, right? From here, I know the probability for below the range is actually 1 packet out of 3, because only 3 packets sent back to repacking, and out of that 3, 1 of them is below. Then guys, what's the probability for above the range? Then above the range, that means it's 2 out of 3. Cannot, my dear. So the probability of success and probability of failure will always change, right? You need to be very careful about what the question is talking about. And open your eyes big, okay? Sleep early before a math exam, okay, my dear? So now the questions, you should put the probability of success, right? What is success now? So the question asking me below the range. So probability for below, isn't it, is this. So which is 1 out of 3 power 2. Probability for above, 2 out of 3. 10 of them, 2 of them below, 8 of them above. 3C1, 1 over 3 power 1, 2 over 3 power 9, minus 10C0, 1 over 3 power 0, 2 over 3 power 10. Okay, now I try to press calculator. 1 minus 10C2, 1 over 3 squared, 2 over 3 power 8. Okay, I'm getting 0.1951 minus 10C1, 1 over 3, 2 over 3 power 9. 0.08671 minus 2 over 3 power 10. Anything I press wrongly, I will try to see, okay, my dear? Because I always have this kind of careless mistake. I'm a very normal human being like you, okay? I always have careless mistake on. I know myself well. That's why I put the answer scheme at the side so that I'm able to check, So I'm getting the answer 0.7008. Done. Okay, show you guys the mark, yeah, 6 marks, right? So just now, you guys do the working, 1 marks, this 48501 marks. So doing this working 1 marks, getting this answer, another 1 marks. Doing this working 1 marks, getting this answer, also 1 marks. 6 marks in your hand now. Move on, B. B, they say a random variable's x is normally, okay, guys, a word shine there, normally. So the moment you see normally, okay, it's normal distribution. With x with n, 12, 25. Okay, my dear, always remember this basic that whenever it's X wave B, then it's binomial. Binomial, the front is always N, the back is always P. But for normal, right, because B stands for binomial, N stands for normal. Then for normal, the front is always mean, the back one is always variance. No one will remind you when I'm going to memorize yourself, yeah? So that means from here, I know the mean is 12. From here, I know the variance is 25. But we don't really want the variance. We need the standard deviations. So square, move it over square root. Okay, my square root is 5. So this 2 box is the one they're going to use later on. Then these questions, they say, probability X bigger than K equals to 1 over 4. Probability X smaller and equals to K. Then now the question want me to find the value of K. So my dear, how do you guys do this one? Okay, normal distribution is always under the bell graph. So these questions is definitely needed for you guys to use the table, remember? And then with the drawing of bell graph. So these questions, my dear, usually I always tell my students, whenever you guys looking at the bell graph, you only have 2 ways to look at it. First one, having the outside Z, finding the probability. Another one, having the probability, finding back the outside Z. So I always say outside find inside called normal find. Inside terbalik find outside called terbalik find. These questions, inside is what? The Z. So is it a Z now? No, it's an X. So my first job is I will change the X become Z. I hope you guys all remember the formula. Z equals to X minus mean divided by standard deviation. Remember this formula is provided. Yes, it's provided. So now we are taking the XK minus the mean 12 divided by standard deviation, 5. Same for this one. Change it. By the way, when you change it to Z, write Z. So minus 12 divided by 5. Okay, guys, I already changed it to Z. So after changing it to Z, I always tell my own students to now starting to think whether they are normal fine or terbalik fine. But these questions, you can quite sure that they are not normal fine because I don't have the Z value. So that means I don't have the Z value. I don't have the outside value, okay? So normally don't have outside, surely must have inside law, right? But this one I look, both sides also never give me a real figure. So that means probability also I don't have. Z tak ada, probability pun tak ada, apa pun tak ada. So guys, apa pun tak ada, then how do you guys do it, my dear? So this question a bit troublesome because they write 2 different probability. But actually these 2 probability, they have a similarity where both of them also talking about K minus 12 over 5. It's just that one of them is bigger than that. One of them is smaller than that. So not sure whether you guys can relate, but I think they are trying to give me a ratio. Let me guide you through. Very understandable one. So my dear, first, ratio can always write as a fraction. Yeah, just now vector, that's what I do, right? So probability Z bigger than K minus 12 over 5 is here. So times, move it over, divide. Probability Z smaller and equals to K minus 12 over 5. Now, my dear, once you guys move it over, you make it a fraction, alphabet one side, number one side. You guys know that the probability for K bigger than this to the probability of smaller than it were equivalent to 1 and 4. Guys, it means what? Let me draw for you. That means, my dear, if I draw you the bell graph, this is how the bell graph look like, okay? So you think where is the K minus 12 over 5? You think where is my K minus 12 over 5? You think is on the right side of origin or left side of origin? You think through it? Done thinking? I think it's the right side. Why? How I know it's the right side, guys? Oh, you guys know one. You see, because first, the ratio 1, green color, the ratio 1 need to be the part that bigger than K minus 12 over 5. So ratio 1 compared to 4 is a very small one, my dear. So bigger than K minus 12 over 5, which is here. So this part, the ratio need to be 1, okay? Maybe you tell me, teacher, that it doesn't mean it must be on the right side. I show you another one, then you understand why. Then this one, ratio 4. 4 bigger than 1, right? Then this ratio 4 is for what? For those who are smaller than K minus 12 over 5. That means on the left side of K minus 12 over 5, which is this whole part. Isn't it this whole part ratio 4? So now you look at it. Isn't it ratio 4 should be bigger compared to ratio 1? That's why definitely my K minus 12 over 5 is slightly to the right side. Because to the right side, only you will make the left side become the majority, right side become the minority, correct? So 1/4 is not the probability, it's just the ratio. But you guys know, the total probability here is 1. So now the total probability is 1. Then the total ratio is 5. So my dear, 1 probability 1 for 5 ratio. Then every 1 ratio is 5 divided by 1. Oh, 0.2. 1 divided by 5, sorry. So isn't it every 1 ratio will be the probability of 0.2. So that means this one is the probability 0.2 for this side. Okay, then that one times 4, right? Probability of 0.8. Think about it. Quite makes sense. One. Here 0.8, here 0.2, total up is going to come back to 1. Total ratio is 1, correct? So my dear, you want to use the table, always you better have the lake of mountain, small lake of mountain. So this green color one is a small lake of mountain. So let me write it down. So now I know the probability is 0.2. Okay, but the probability for which part? Isn't it the 0.2 is the probability for Z bigger than K minus 12 over 5. So it must list out nicely, okay? Now I think it's the time to look at the table. Usually I tell my students whenever you terbalik find, need to draw 2 graphs. This one no need lah. I already know it's on the right side. I already draw it out, man. Okay, I already know it's the right side. So I know the answer will be a positive. K minus 12 over 5, correct? Will be a positive. So now go to your table, look for 0.2. Remember, terbalik find, I go inside and find 0.2. So inside I don't get 0.20000, but I get 0.2005. So guys, 2005, I want 20000. Then the 5 need to tolak it off. There's a 5 at the back there. So 20005 is 0.8 under the column of 4, and 5 is under the column of 2. So you know what's my Z answer? 0.842. 0.842. You understand, right? Because this one you tolak off the 5, you guys getting 0.2000. I have video of SPM revisions about probability distribution and normal distribution in my channel, so you can go and watch it, okay? So guys, move around. 0.842 times 5 plus 12. So I guess getting the K answer 16.21. Yay! Dun, 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 dun. Done. Here 1 marks, getting 0.842 1 marks, getting 0.2 1 marks, getting the ratio out 1 marks. Is it the ratio? Do the ratio have 1 marks? Oh, they don't even give you ratio 1 marks. They straight away give you 2 marks here. Possible, me? Okay. They put 2 marks here. I think, my dear, it's like that. You get 0.8421 marks. You get the positive K minus 12 over 5 1 marks. Because some people will get negative, right? So, yeah. Just like that, this question get 10 marks. Yay, that. How long is my video now? Look at the bottom. Okay, now my okay, can one, okay? I'll just make like an avatar movie, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, finally, section C, my dear. So question 12, okay, they say here, 2 particles A and B move along a straight line. Okay, my dear, straight away, you know, Form 5, chapter 7. No, sorry, chapter 8. Kinematic of linear motion. Not too sure whether you're this chapter good or not. So if you're not planning to choose this question, you can skip this part, okay? But I'm teaching those who are choosing this, okay? Or have interest to choose this, provided you learn, okay? 2 particles A and B move along a straight line. So both of them moving on a straight line. The velocity for A is this one. So guys, VA, all right, here, VA equals to 24t minus 4t squared minus 20. So this is the velocity for A equation. They might tell you some equation one. Then for velocity for B, they say it's 24t minus 25, okay, such that t is the time in second, okay, which makes sense. After both particles passing fixed point O. I want to say, okay, for kinematic of linear motion, whenever they say what particle passing fixed point O, that means they depart from fixed point O. Okay, there's always the meaning of it, okay, my dear. Departing fixed point O, that means they start from fixed point O, okay? Unless they purposely mentioned, if not, they're always using O to justify it, okay? That means they start there. So now, let's start from A. A, they say they want to find the maximum velocity of particle A. Quite easy, same as whatever we did just now. See the keyword maximum. Maximum means what? dy dx equals 0. Remember that? But now this question say maximum velocity. Velocity then, guys, is dv. dv what? dt. Because this question don't have y and x on, okay? Kinematic of linear motion only got s, v, a, t, these 4 alphabet. So now they say maximum velocity, so it's dv dt equals 0. And velocity, when you differentiate it, same as acceleration. So if you have acceleration, also can do that. Then now they say for particle A. So guys, for my particle A, my velocity equation is this one. So all I need to do now is differentiate it. So dv dt. So 1 times 24, 24. Power minus 1, no more t. 2 times 4, 8. Power minus 1, 1. Minus 20 differentiate 0. That is my dv dt. dv dt is equivalent to what? 0. Whenever they are maximum. Negative, move it over positive. Times, move it over divide. Hey, 24 divided by 8. Oh, what I forget? 3, my dear. So isn't it my time is 3? Is it final answer? No. People didn't ask you which seconds you reach your maximum velocity. They're asking you what is your maximum velocity. So now you know on the 3rd second, you will reach your maximum velocity. And now for you to find the maximum velocity, you just sub the 3 back to the equation. So I sub 3 back to my equation. 24 bracket 3 minus 4 bracket 3 square minus 20, 16 meter per second. That. The moment you equal to 0, 1 mass, getting 3, 1 mass, sub inside another 1 mass. Easy. B1. B1, they say, find the time in second when particle A and particle B meet. Okay, my dear, keyword, they meet. So you know when they meet, what happened, my dear? Don't tell me your teacher say. Yes, say. Who say? Is it velocity same means they meet? No. Is it acceleration same that means they meet? No. If they meet, because both of them start from origin, that means no matter how they travel and travel and travel, but as long as their displacement is the same, then they meet. You know what is displacement, right? Displacement means location. So location is where are you standing on. So where A standing on and where B standing on, same. Obviously, they already meet lah, correct? So to do that, you're going to have SA and SB equation. Do they give you? No. You only got V. So how do you guys get S? So remember the sequence, SVA. So from V, want to get S, you guys need to use integration. So want to find S, integrate your V equation. So my V is 24t minus 4t squared minus 20 dt. Okay, let's start to integrate it. Power plus 1, divide. 1 plus 1, 2, divide by 2. 2 plus 1, 3, divide by 3. Then this 20 have no t or t power 0. So 0 plus 1, 1 over 1. Don't forget to write plus c. Okay, so my dear, this is my SA equation. But is this final? No, same like just now how we did the equation of curve. Shouldn't have a c. So the C you normally need to find. So just now how we find, we sub coordinate. But this one don't have coordinate, right? So you know how you normally sub? You will always sub your T value and your S value. So what T value we will sub? Usually we will sub the starting S displacement. So starting means initial. Initial means the time is 0. So guys, when the T is 0, what is my S value left? So this question, they say what? They depart from O. If they depart from O, that means on the starting, their displacement is 0. So guys, when T is 0, S is 0, you can try to look up. This one becomes 0, this one 0, this one 0, this one 0. Obviously, that means your C also is 0. Must write this sentence, if not, teacher won't understand why it is 0. So isn't it SA equals to 12t squared minus 4 over 3t cubed minus 20t. Okay, I successfully getting my SA equation. After I get my SA equation, now let's try to find my SB equation. So which is same like just now. We're going to start to integrate the VB. Starting to sitting down. Right. So now, how do we find VB? So VB, we have 24t minus 25 dt. Okay, then we start to integrate it. This one 1. 1 plus 1 power 2 divided by 2. This 25 has no t there. T power 0. 0 plus 1 is only 1 over 1. So plus 1 divide, and don't forget to write plus c. I repeat. So this plus c, how to find? You need to sub your initial time, 0, and your initial displacement, which is 0, because they say they start from origin and they never mention other thing than that. So that means origin is, on the starting, the displacement is 0. Therefore, your C also 0. So SB equals to 12t squared minus 25t. Okay, guys, I got my SB equation also. So remember when they meet, that means SA equals to SB. So my dear, one of it, I copy it on the left-hand side. Okay. Another one, I copy it on the right-hand side. So just move around, then I should be able to get the answer. 12t squared minus 12t squared, no more. And I see like, all of them got t. I decided to move to the right side. I like my starting positive one, okay? So negative 4 over 3, move it over positive 4 over 3, t cubed. Minus 20, move it over plus 20. Negative 25 plus 20. I guess getting negative 5t. Saw it, saw it. So up to here. How do you guys continue? So guys, you can press calculator for t cube, or you can manually factorize. Both of them also got t. I pull out the t lah. So here I left 4 over 3t squared, because 3t, you pull out 1t. And then this one, you pull out 1t, left only 5. So up to here, how do we continue? So the working up to here is the first bracket will always equal to 0. The second bracket will also equal to 0. Your job is just to move around to find the answer. So minus 5, move it over plus 5. Okay, 5 divided by 4 over 3. This part, I'm getting 3.75. So cube, move it over cube root. I guess getting the time 1.5536 seconds. So what the question asking? Find the time in second when they meet. That is the timing when both of them meet. Ta-da-dun, done. Is it correct? Oh, it's not a square root. What happened to me? So guys, this is a cube root. Meh? No, it's a square root. Why I write halfway become cube root? Square root 3.75. 1.9. Luckily, I'm looking at it. If not, without the assistance of my students, I will just go so far away. So my dear, 1.9365 seconds. That, okay? So this part, I think, got 4 marks. The moment you guys combine them together, 1 marks. Getting this answer, obviously, 1 marks. Getting this equation out, 1 marks. Getting this equation out, another 1 marks. 4 marks from here. Next, let's move on. B2. B2. I read for you guys. They say, find the total distance. Distance, my dear. Okay, wait, I write here. Distance. How you guys find total distance? So total distance, there's 2 ways to do. First one, you can find where you start, where you U-turn, where you end. Try to draw out the whole journey. You will get how much distance you travel. Or another one is straight away using integration. How do you guys using integration? Distance is jarak. Jarak is based on your location. So my location is here, your location is here. What is the distance in between us? That's the meaning of distance. So distance, normally you guys need to have S, which is your displacement. So they want to find total distance traveled by particle A in the first 5 seconds. First 5 seconds, that means not just 5 seconds, 0 second to 5 seconds. Okay? I always tell my students, whenever you want to find total distance, like a whole journey, right? 5 seconds, such a long time, right? First, you need to check your U-turn. Checking your U-turn is very, very important. Like see 0 to 5 seconds, whether you're making any U-turn. No U-turn, you just straight away find 0 to 5. But if there's U-turn, you need to split it to 2. Okay? Because when they U-turn, right, the graph, when you draw it out, is different. Some of them is positive, some of them is negative. So the negative answer, where got distance negative, right? You need to add a modulus. So that's the reason you need to check U-turn. Because if you didn't check U-turn, right, then you didn't realize that part is a negative. You didn't realize the negative, you don't get the chance to put a modulus, then your answer definitely is off lah, okay? So now, how to check U-turn? So I always tell my students, whenever you want to U-turn, you're going to brake first, put signal, and then only you turn, okay, my dear? So U-turn always means you're going to brake. So stop, okay? Now this question is talking about particle A. So particle A, the volume equation, 24t minus 4t squared minus 20 equals 0. Can see that? So every single thing I move it to one side. Negative, move it over positive. Positive, move it over negative. Negative, move it over positive. Okay? Wait, I decided to write here a bit. No space. Okay, can. So my dear, now this one, or I will divide by 4. Because this is what you guys should do to simplify it. Now let's press calculator. Mumumut, 1 rand tech 2. The first T answer 5. The second T answer 1. T minus 5, T minus 1. So guys, you know how many times they U-turn? 2 times. First second, you U-turn 1 time. Fifth second, you U-turn another time. So you get U-turn 2 times, okay? Then now the question asking you in the first 5 seconds. So 5 seconds, you U-turn that time already, end of the whatever I asking. So that one I don't care lah. So I care about 1. First second. So how do you guys do first second? So my dear, remember, first second, you guys U-turn. Wait, I highlight for you. So first second, you U-turn. 0 second, you start. 5th second, you end. Okay? So whenever you want to find S, what can you do? You can integrate your V. integrate your V, then you guys will be getting S because SVA. Integrate V is always S. So guys, what can we put in front of the V? So remember, supposingly if there's no U-turn, you will put 5 and 0. But whenever there's U-turn, you will cut them to two separate parts. So first one is before U-turn, 1 to 0. Second part is after U-turn, 5 to 1. Okay, remember to split it. So now I'll sub inside. The V is 24t minus 4t squared minus 20 dt plus 5, 1. 24t minus 4t squared minus 20 dt. Let's start to integrate it. Power plus 1, divide. Power plus 1, divide. Power plus 1, divide. Like that. Okay? Then no need to write plus C because you have number to sub, which is the 1 and the 0. This one also same. So 24t minus 4 over 3t cubed minus 20t. Same as the previous one, sub 5, 1. So guys, I repeat again, sub inside need to write the working. So 24 times 1 minus 4 over 3 times 1 cubed minus 20 times 1 minus 24 times 0 minus 4 over 3, 0 cubed minus 20 times 0. Okay, plus another one, 24 times 5 minus 4 over 3 times 5 cubed minus 20 times 5. Okay, minus 24 times 1 minus 4 over 3 times 1 cubed minus 20 times 1. Oh, this is power 2. Wow, almost wrong again. Luckily, I realized myself. I'm thinking like, why is it so similar for all of them? How is it possible? Haha, I should rest, right? Right there, 12. So this one 12, this one 12. This one got a square, all right? Got a square. So this one got a square. So 12, this one got a square. 12, this one got a square. Okay. Can. Not bad, not bad. I realized myself. So this one, 12 minus 4 over 3 minus 20. So guys, the first part I'm getting negative 28 over 3 minus 0. Plus 12, 5 squared minus 4 over 3, 5 cubed minus 20 bracket 5, 100 over 3 minus 12 minus 4 over 3 minus 20. Getting negative 28 over 3. So my dear, you see, this part I get, the front one I get negative 28 over 3. The back one, allow me to press. I'm getting 128 over 3. So can you guys all see? One answer positive, one answer negative. So that is the reason I say you need to separate to before U-turn and after U-turn. Because one of them definitely is negative. And you shouldn't have negative distance, right? So the negative answer need to add a modulus. So after you add a modulus, again, guys, you guys need to plus them together. Okay, the answer 552. Is it meter? Yes, 52 meter. So the first 5 seconds I travel included a 1 U-turn is 52 meter. That 52 meter, 1 marks. Putting it correctly like that, 1 marks. The subting in also got 1 marks. That means the previous part should lack of 1 marks. Oh, I checked already. They give you 1 marks the moment you start to integrate. Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, way. Why the first mark so funny one? So my dear, the moment you start integrate just now, they give you 1 marks. Then the rest of the process, maybe they just award you of thinking, wow, you can remember it's integrate. Okay, I award you 1 marks. But you couldn't integrate out wrong, correctly, never mind. At least you already secure 1 marks. Just like that, 10 marks. That. Can? Still with me? 5, 4, 3. Question 30. Table, look at it. Form 4, chapter 10. Index number, one of your favorite chapter, I hope. Not favorite? Never mind. Watch the videos I already created for this chapter. You will be very, very good one. So Form 4, chapter 10, index number. Table 3 shows the information related to 3 ingredients used in the production of a type of food. So guys, usually what I do, I normally write down the symbol. So first one, this is what? Price. Price is what? Q. I always call it Q. Because in your formula paper, you will realize they write Q. They never write P. Yeah, they never write P. Where is it? Oh, I couldn't find it. Yeah, they always write Q because Q stands for quantity, okay? So it's not always for price. So quantity is the correct one. So this one is Q for 18. This is Q for 20. This one is price index. Index is always I. This is index 20 over 18. Then this one is percentage of usage, which is totally my W. So guys, they put percentage. Percentage maximum is always 100. So I know 100 minus 60 minus the 5. Oh, the blank space, it should be 35. Okay. So guys, with all this, let's start from A. Okay, I do here A. They say the price of ingredient C. So guys, you want to find for C, just look at C, decreased by 20% from the year 12 to 20. I hope you guys know. The normal price index is 100. Whenever you increase, it's above 100. Whenever you decrease, it's below 100. So now they say decrease by 20%. That means your price index is 80. Because 100, you decrease by 20, right? So it's 80. So it's 2028 to 2020, isn't it? 2020 over 2018. Okay, this is what I guess able to write, okay? Nothing else. Let's start from the first one. State the value of X. Where the X come from? The X come from here. So the X is exactly for item C. So for item C, the X represent I 20 over 18, which I already stated out, which is what? The answer is 80. Done. See? Done it. Just now I already write it out, correct? Second one, find the value of Y. Where the Y come from? The Y is actually a Q. So you need to use the formula with the Q, which is obviously only one formula involved the Q, which is the price index formula, which Q1 over Q0 times 100. Okay. Now you guys having, because Y is under this item C. Under item C, you have the I20 over 018. So that means you're going to put Q20 on top, Q18 at the bottom. Okay, so I20 over 18 is 80. So here you guys gonna write 80. Q20 on top, which is 2 ringgit. And Q18 at the bottom, which is Y ringgit times 100. So moving around, so you guys able to get the answer. Times 100, move it over, divide by 100. Isn't it 0.8 equals to 2 over Y? So divide, move up, times, move down, divide. So it's 2 divided by 0.8, 2 divided by 0.8. So if you move it correctly, so the answer is 2.50. Done. Yeah, 3 marks. So guys, getting this 1 marks, doing this step 1 marks, getting this answer another 1 mark. Super easy, 3 marks. Let's move on. B I do here. They say percentage of usage of several ingredients are given in table 3. Yep, I can see that. Calculate the composite index. Remember, index is I, composite index is I for dash. So composite index for the cost of making the food in the year 2020 based on 2018. So isn't it to find I dash 2020 over 2018? So quite easy one. I dash got a formula, which we call it total IW over total W. All we need to do is sub inside. So remember, if you're doing 20 over 18, so you need to have the I 20 over 18 as well. So your I 20 over 18, where is it? Here. 20 over 18. This is all the I you have. And then the W, this is all the W you have. So now you guys need to times row by row. Wait, I make it smaller like that. Okay. So I times the W plus I times the W plus I times the W divide by total weightage of 100. Okay, I write 1 by 1, just in case you guys don't know how to times, how to plus, okay? 108 times 108, 108 times 60 plus 104 times 35 plus 80 times 5. Divide by 100. I guess getting the answer 105.2. Done. Okay, how many marks they give you? 3 marks. Here 1 marks. This part itself 2 marks. Wow, quite easy, huh? Mine is C. C, they say, the cost of making a packet of food increased by 40%. I repeat again, whenever they say what increase lah, decrease lah, all this is giving you the price index. Just now, we decreased by 20%, we write 80, right? Now they say increase by 40%, we write 140 lah. So this one is the I. 2020 to 2021, isn't it I? 21 over 20. But guys, you shouldn't just write like that. Because this increase by 40% is not ingredient A, B, C. They're talking about a packet of food. So a packet of food is what? Everything. Everything. Then it's not I. Then it's I dash. Remember, I is price index for single person. I dash is price index for overall, like everything. So now it's for everything. Then they say the selling price of a pack of food is 43 ringgit. And then the profit, right, is RM 5 ringgit on the year 2021. 2021, then now they say calculate what? Calculate the cost. They cost for the year 2018. So my dear, they're giving me price, they're giving me profit, but they don't find cost. Don't you feel like you should have a cost as well? So guys, what is cost then? So I hope you guys know that profit will always equivalent to your selling price minus your cost. You think about it. I buy this thing 500 ringgit. I sell to you 1,000. I sell to you 700 ringgit. So what's my profit? 700 minus 500. Oh, the difference in between both of them is your profit. Correct, my dear? So profit is price minus cost. Okay. Then cost will be, so if I'm moving around, negative cost, move it over positive cost. Isn't it cost will be price plus move it over minus. So cost, isn't it, will be price minus profit. So they try to give me 2021 price and profit, which you know, the main they want is cost. So I will try to find the cost out. So cost is taking your price, 43 ringgit, minus your profit of 5 ringgit. So I guess getting the cost FIQ for 2021 is RM 38 ringgit. And they want to find the price for 2018. Isn't it to find Q18? So now definitely you guys were telling me, oh, teacher, can use the first formula. Yes. Because this is the only formula that come with a Q. Okay. So sub inside. So remember, 121 put on top. 21, 18. So 21 put on top. 18 one put at the bottom. Times 100. Correct? Then the I on the left side, put 21 over 18 one. So what is my I 21 over 18? I don't have it. I only got 21 over 20. By the way, all the costs, price, profit we're talking about is not talking about ingredient PQR. It's talking about the food. The food is everything. So you guys, please put I dash here. So guys, I need I dash 21 over 18. But then I only have I dash, okay, put color for you. I only have I dash 21 over 20, and I have I dash 20 over 18. And what I need is I dash 21 over 18. So what can you do? Using smiley face method. Draw for you guys out when they involve 3 years. We use smiley face method. The furthest, the oldest year, okay, we put in front, 2018, sorry. 2018, then 2020, then only 2021. So the question actually asking me 21 over 18. So guys, they are asking the mouth part. Mouth part, okay? Then 20 over 18 is the left eye's part, 105.2. 21 over 20 is the right eye's part, 140. So I will tell my students, this one A, B, C. This one I create myself, so quite easy to remember. But don't write A, B, C in the exam, okay? No one will understand it except me, okay? So my dear, you want to find the question marks, which is the I dash, 21 over 18. So use your left eyes times your right eyes, divide by 100. So 105.2 times 140, divide by 100. I guess getting 147.28. Oh, so this is 147.28. Moving around to get the answer, times 100, move it over, divide by 100. Isn't it 1.4728? So 38 over Q18. Divide, move up, times. Times, move down, divide. I guess getting RM, money, right? RM, 25 ringgit and 80 cents. That 4 marks. Where's the 4 marks? When you get this 1 marks, you do the working out correctly 1 marks. You write this out 1 marks. You getting the answer another 1 marks. The easiest 10 marks today, I think, other than system of equation. Can, right? Move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That. Next, quite obvious, Form 4, Chapter 10. Sorry, Chapter 9, solution of triangle. Can I drink some water? You look at it first. Poke myself. My face whole red color already. Wait, okay. Diagram 6 shows the quadrilateral. Got 4 corner, any random shape, we call it quadrilateral whenever you have 4 corner. Point E is the intersection point of AC and BD. It's given that area ABC is equals to area BCD. Let me write for you guys. They try to tell me. I draw a box. A triangle box means area. So area ABC is equals to area BCD. I put color for you just in case you get to understand it. So ABC is this one. ABC is this one. Okay. BCD is this one. Okay. The blue one. Okay. Next, they say AE is 4 cm. Okay. Let me update it. AE is 4 cm. And then ABC is 143. ABC here. 143 degree. Okay. Anything else? Oh, BCD. BCD is an obtuse angle. Obtuse means what? More than 90 degree. Sorry, I shouldn't write like that. More than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. Okay, very basic thing. Let's start from the first one. So the first one, guys, they want to find BCD. BCD exactly is here. How do I suddenly find this out? This one is under the blue triangle, but the blue triangle don't really have much information. So I think the only information I can use is the area they just mentioned. So I think I should use the area. So how do I use the area? So since they mentioned area, right? Let's use area formula. Don't tell me 1/2 time base times height. That is for right angle triangle. Now none of them is right angle triangle, man. So isn't it use back the formula of 1/2 AB sine C? So for the yellow color one side 2.8, one side 3 for my yellow color triangle. So 1/2 times 2.8 times 3 times the middle angle. Isn't it sine 143 degree? How about another one? The blue color one. So the blue color one, this is how the crocodile mouth look like. Again, this chapter you not good in my channel also got video, okay? So 1/2 times this side times this side. Isn't it 3 times 3 times 0.6 times the middle angle sine? This is exactly the one that you want to find. And it's the only unknown you can see that is missing now. So you can terbalik find that. So the angle you don't have, I call it theta. Okay, so now these two and these two both can cut it off because there's no plus minus. So 2.8 times 3 times sine 143. I'm getting 5.0552 here. 3 times 3.6. This part I'm getting 10.8 times sine theta here. So times, move it over, divide. 5.0552 divided by this answer. I guess getting 0.4681. So theta, sine, move it over, shift sine. Wait, I press again. Because I accidentally press shift. I accidentally press sine. So shift sine, this answer. I guess getting 27.9091 degree. Okay, so normally angle, I always write 2 decimal places. But why stop here? No, because this answer quite obvious is a refer angle. And they already say the angle is a obtuse angle. Obtuse, that means more than 90, but I don't see myself more than 90, right? So remember, whenever you guys already get your refer angle, you want to get your obtuse angle, it's always taking 180 minus the original one. So 180 minus this. So guys, the angle is 152.09 degree. One update for you. 152.09 degree. Done. Okay. Next, move on. The second part. I write here, yeah. Second part, find the length for CE. Where is CE? CE, guys. CE is under here. Okay, I put a red color for you. CE is under here. CE, I know under this triangle. But I don't this triangle, you have any information. So if I'm you, CE, I was still looking back to the yellow triangle. Because, guys, I already know the AE is 4. That means, first, I just find the AC. If I get the whole thing, I minus off the 4, I will able to get the EC. Make sense, right? So, guys, that's why we will focus on the yellow color triangle. You can see the triangle, right? So this particular triangle, I plan to find this part. How do I find this part? I already know here is 143. I already know here 3, here 2.8. So guys, whenever you guys can see a crocodile mouth, you want to find how big the mouth open, isn't it using cos rule? Do you think your basic is enough to understand whatever I just mentioned about index number, solution of triangle? Can lah. So my dear, the A exactly is the length from A to C. So I put A to C lah. So one side 2.8, another side 3. Minus 2 times 2.8 times 3 times the middle angle cos 143 degree. Let's press calculator. 2.8 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 2.8 times 3 times cos 143. Huh? Press wrongly. Wait ah. Okay, square, move it over square root. I guess getting AC answer 5.5006 cm. That is this the final answer? No, because I'm finding EC. So guys, remember this whole line, okay, is 5.5006. Then the EC will be 5.5006 minus of 4 cm, 1.5006 cm. That. Let's move on. The third one. Is my handwriting okay? 5006 is a 5, okay? Next one, the third one. Find the length for BE. How do I get BE, my dear? So BE is exactly this part here, okay? How do I get this part here? So when I want to get this part here, I think I need to focus on this red color triangle. But this red color triangle don't really have much information. Don't have much information doesn't mean we couldn't find it out. So guys, I want to find the length for BE. Wait, you guys look. I want to find the length for BE. Okay, I draw you this triangle. This triangle, I know here 3. I want to find this one. Correct? Most important, the red color line, I already know. 1.5006. Don't you feel like you just need to have this angle to do the crocodile mouth rules again, then you guys are able to find the answer? But the problem is, how do I find the angle? So guys, this particular angle is actually under the yellow triangle. Wait, I write here. It's under the yellow triangle. So you guys can focus on the yellow one and try to find the angle first. How do I find it? You see, I want to find the angle here. So I know here 2.8. I know here 143. I even know the opposite is 5.5006. Correct? I also know here 3 cm. So how do I find the question marks, my dear? So do you guys realize the one that I want to find opposite is 2.8. 143 opposite is 5.50026. So guys, I got two opposite. So whenever you guys got two opposite, you guys exactly can be using sine rule. Okay, two opposite. So first one, 5.5006, opposite is 143 degree. Another one, 2.8 cm, opposite is sine question marks, which is sine theta. So my dear, I cross multiply 5.5006 times sine theta equals to 2.8 times sine 143, 1.6851. So times 5.5006, move it over, divide by 5.5006, 0.3063. So theta answer, sine, move it over, shift sine, 17.84 degree. So now I know this part is 17.84 degree. So 17.84, here also 17.84. So guys, with this 17.84, I think now I can use my cos rule to find how big the mouth open. Okay, can see that? Sub inside, okay? So now the question marks I want to find is B to E. So I want to find BE square. So the BC is the crocodile mouth, one side 3. Another side 1.5006 square. Minus 2 times 3 times 1.5006 times the middle angle cos 17.84 degree. Let's press calculator. 3 squared plus 1.5006 squared minus 2 times 3 times 1.5006 times cos 17.84 degree. Square, move it over square root. So the BE answer 1.6374 cm. Yeah, done. 8 marks. Where is the 8 marks? So just now you compare it with the area 1 marks, getting the answer 1 marks. Using the cos rule 1 marks, getting the answer 1 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Using this formula 1, this one 1. Using sine rule 1. So far I already get what? 7. Oh, there's 1 more marks. Where is the 1 more marks? Whoa. Getting 5.5006 also 1 marks. Just like that, 8 marks in your hand. In your hand. Okay. So continue. B. B1, they say sketch. Okay. Sketch a triangle ABC, which has different shape from the original ABC, such that AC equals to AC, BC equals to BC, angle BAC same as angle BAC. So usually my students, usually all the students learn it by drawing in the original graph and draw it out. But I scared you guys couldn't really see nicely. I draw it out. I draw it out inside the blank space, okay? Because there's too many points there. I scared you confused. So now they're talking about what? A, B, C. So guys, A, B, C. It's talking about this black one. So guys, this black one, I think it looked like this. 2.83. Okay, like that. Let me see again. Do we look alike? Seems like it's not. One more time. Saying it like that. Saying it like that. Saying it like that. Okay, like this, okay? So A, B, C. So guys, now they want me to sketch a new ABC because A prime, B prime, C prime, such that the AC must be same length, the BC must be same length, the angle must be same. So I always start from angle. I always tell my students start from angle. So BAC, the angle will be the same. So guys, do you know what's the BAC angle? You don't know. Of course, you want to find it out. You can find it out because 180 minus the 143 minus the 17.84. I think you're able to find that also. But is it necessary to find? No. You just remember it's the same will do lah. So let's say this angle, I already assume they are same. So you know, if this angle is already same, that means guys, the line beside the angle, the two line beside the angle won't be moving. Because if they move a bit, they will affect the angle. So straight away, I know this is the line that moving later on. Okay. So guys, if this is the line moving later on, wait guys, trying to show you how a compass look like. I forget where is my compass. My compass. Found it. So my dear, so remember, then now later on, you know the straight line that moving is BC. So later on, your compass put on BC. Either the sharp part put on C, the pencil put on B, or the sharp part put on B, the pencil put on C. So it's like, based on the questions lah. So continue read. Next they say, this one already done. This one already done. So next one, AC must be the same. So guys, A to C is 5.5006. So this one must stick with 5.5006 here. Done. Next one, BC length also need to be the same. So B to C length is what? 3 cm. Okay, here also need to be 3 cm. Guys, I know already. I know which one moving already. See, this angle is fixed one, right? So these two lines is not moving anymore. Okay? Then, this line is fixed. This line also fixed. Then C must be not moving. Because C move a bit, it will affect one of the line, correct? So if I already know C is not moving, A is also not moving because the line that moving is not the two line beside A. So isn't it, guys, quite obvious? That means B is the one that moving. So your compass, right? You put the pencil on your B. You put the sharp one on your C. And then you guys rotate it and draw a circle out. Okay, like that. So guys, after you draw a circle out, right, I always tell my students, you should touch 3 points. 1 O point, 1 new point, 1 impossible point. So now look at your curve that you draw. 1 you touch here, 1 you touch here. Maybe you tell me, teacher, I don't see the third one. You don't see the third one is not your problem and also not the question problem. Sometimes it's because the line is not long enough. This line is fixed. This line is fixed. These two lines cannot do anything, but this line can. This line, if I extend it to longer part, can you guys see one more point here? So guys, if you look at this is my OB. This is an impossible spot. Because if my B is here, then isn't it will be A, B, C. Then I'm drawing a straight line. But guys, I want the triangle. So I don't think B is there. So impossible B is there. And then there's an OB. then this one, isn't it, should be the new B spot. So the new B spot, we will also call it B prime. So guys, you connect them together. Can you guys see this circle is all using 3 cm to draw? So B to C is 3 cm, C to B prime should be 3 cm as well. Done. So I show you guys one more time. This yellow color one is my old graph. So my brand new graph is the purple one. So remember the purple color one, you should put B prime, C prime, A prime. All the prime, you guys should label it out. Actually draw it out correctly, right? Only get 1 mark, okay? So actually you can take your eraser, you want to erase all the side working out also can one. See this one, this one, this one, this one. So usually teacher will just see this, but you want to leave it there also fine one. Okay, I will leave it there. Because I like to leave it there because after that they will ask something else. Okay. If you leave it there, it's easier for you to see and able to know what to find the next one. So now the the second part. Find the angle A prime, B prime, C prime. Where's A prime, B prime, C prime? A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay, where's my prime? Oh, my prime is here. Okay. So A prime, B prime, C prime, guys, they want to find this angle. How do you guys find this angle? So I always tell my students, I told you guys before as well. Whenever you guys draw the O one, you see the O one is the yellow color one. The new one is the purple color one. The in between the O one and the new one, you will always be able to see isosceles triangle. Can everyone see here 3 cm, here 3 cm? Isn't it isosceles? Two sides same called isosceles. So isosceles triangle, that means the bottom is a question marks. This part, the question marks, and this part should be same angle. Since these two lines same, these two lengths same, isn't it? These two angles also same. So these two angles same, so super easy already. I just need to have the top part. And the top part is how much? Fly up. 143. Isn't it here 143? So there 143, the bottom. Isn't it 180 minus 143? Getting it? 37 degree. So the top is 37, the bottom one is also 37 degree. That another 1 marks here. And this question worth 10. 10 over 10. Done. Wait for a while, yeah. Okay, I'm back. Question 15. Oh, finally, the last questions. Is this video 5 hours? Okay, so question 15. These particular questions, I'm not sure whether you learn in school, but this is under Form 5, Chapter 8. Because it's very packed syllabus. So maybe your teacher didn't teach this. I'm not too sure, okay? But this chapter is very easy, I would say. Very easy. At the same time, it's time consuming also because it's another graph. So usually as a teacher, we don't suggest students to draw this, to do these questions, which same to me, I don't suggest, but I will still do with you, okay? You can try. So additional mathematics panel will organize seminar score for some of the students from class A and B. So seminar for you. So the number of students from class A is X. Number of class B is Y. The number of students selected is based on the following constraint. Constraint means restrictions, okay? So maybe my classroom not big enough, or maybe I like boy more than girl, or maybe got a lot of restrictions. So now, based on all the restrictions, you must be able to write the equation out. Because if you look at A, they ask you to write 3 inequalities. So guys, they want to write like 3 equations other than X bigger than 0, Y bigger than 0, which satisfy all the above constraints. So you must be able to write the equation out. So the first one, they say, the maximum number of students is 80. So you see, the class is very small. My maximum only can 80 people. So 80 for what? For class A, no. For class B, no. It's for total student. So it's only X plus Y. You see, class A got X, class B got Y. Total up is for everyone. So everyone now, can it be 80? No. It must be lesser or equals to 80. When I say maximum, when I ask you a maximum get 100. Can you get 101? No. But can you get 100? Yes. So must put equal sign. Okay. Next one. The number of students for class B exceed the number of students from class A is less than 10. Okay, my dear. Class B actually called Y students. Class A actually called X students. So I read for you in Y and X. They say Y exceed X is less than 10. So it's like my age exceed your age is less than 10. So how do we get, when I say my age exceed your age is less than 10, how do we know the differences between our age? Isn't it using the big one minus the small one? Same for this. Y exceed X, that means Y minus X. Y minus X is what? Less than 10. Got equal sign or not? No, because they say less than. They didn't say less than and equals to. Okay. Next one. The minimum. Smallest, the minimum number of students from class B. Only class B, don't have class A or class B is Y. So minimum is 15. Minimum means at least. So when I want class B people, minimum 15 come. So can it be 14? Cannot. It need to be bigger and equals to 15. Done. So guys, the A, they want you to write the three inequalities. You can write it with the correct symbol. The bigger, smaller cannot wrong one. Got equal, no equal cannot wrong. Like that, getting 3 marks already. Okay? After getting 3 marks, let's look at B. Using a scale. Yes, guys, time to draw again. Wait, I make it like that. Okay. I take picture again because I need to go graph paper again. Okay. Where's my graph paper? Okay. Okay. Last, right? Question 15. Okay, my dear. So the first equation we are getting is x plus y lesser and equals to 80. The second one is y minus x lesser than 10. The third one is y bigger and equals to 15. Okay, so now they want you to sketch graph. They will give you a scale. So this one, you guys can straight away draw the scale already. Don't tell me, teacher, no need to draw the table. Isn't it need to know positive or negative? I can assure you, this chapter have no negative. Because it's always talking about how many students, how many this, how many that, so all of them don't have negative. So now they say the scale. Using a scale 2 cm for 10 students on both axes. So here's 0. Here isn't it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Maximize it, 60, 70, 80. Okay, x-axis. Okay, here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Wow, really maximize it. Okay, now it's a time to draw it out. How do you guys draw it out? So, my dear, I always tell my students, you want to draw it out, you always draw a table. The table have no marks on, okay? So usually you just need to have like 2 points is enough, but I very risk averse one. I really very scared one. I scared student do wrongly. My dear, it's not I scared I wrong. I scared you wrong, man. Okay, I also scared I wrong. You see how careless I am, right? So normally I will find 3 points, okay? So normally I'll put x intercept. I will find x intercept, y intercept. Another one, I'll randomly find any points I want to draw. Let's say I want to find 20. Don't ask me why, I just simply put, okay? So guys, sub inside the equation yourself. So x0, if x you sub 0, the y is 80 lor. If y you sub 0, I look at it also, I know x is 80 lor. If x you sub 20 leh, so guys, this one become 20. Just imagine this one become 20. Plus 20, move it over, minus 20. 80 minus 20, isn't it? It will be 60 here. Let's draw it out. 0, 80 is the first point. Okay, sorry, this is 80. 80, 0 is the second point. And then 20, 60 is the third point. So guys, look at it. So my ruler, try to connect them. This is my first straight line. Don't stop there, Whenever you're done drawing the straight line, please write the straight line name beside. X plus Y equals to 80. Don't tell me, but teacher is not equal or is bigger, smaller. No, we don't care. We always write equal. Because straight line equation always call Y equals to mx plus c. We will say Y smaller than mx plus c, right? So write equal. And now, my dear, okay, now I teach you how to draw first, okay? I scared too fast. Okay, this one also say, create some points. If you get negative value, then you ignore it, okay? So guys, if my x is 0, my y is 10. But if my y is 0, my x is negative 10. That means I don't want negative 10 because I don't have space for negative. So I don't draw that. So let's say my x, I put 20. Any random number, I'm serious, okay? Like, if don't put any number that later on you need to draw a decimal out that is very hard to draw, then obviously that is not a good point. So use some point that you feel like you put inside, you can able to draw out the point accurately, then you just put any random number also will be fine. So let's say x is 20, my y is 30. Let's say x is 50, my y is 60. Enough. 0, 10, that is the first point, okay? 20, 30, this is the second point. 50, 60, this is the 50, 60, this is the third point. So now I take a ruler, connect them again. Wait, normally I draw very long one. Although it's not necessary, but I just like, okay, my dear. So my dear, this equation is y minus x equivalent to 10. Okay, the third one, I draw it here. Hey, remember, don't because you watch this particular video, then you tell me, oh, teacher, I understand what you say. Then you choose this question. You make sure you practice first, okay, my dear, if you want to choose this, okay, my dear, because not every question is similar, and okay, they will have different way of coming it out, okay? So x equals 0. Sorry. This one, why I need to draw a table? Oh my God, daydreaming. These are, guys, no need to draw a table because this equation don't have x, only got y. So guys, whenever they are y equals to ms plus c, they sengit one. Whenever y equals to ms plus c, they sengit one. If they only got y, horizontal. Whenever they only got x, vertical. So this is y equals to 15. You just look for 15, which in between 10 and 20, I think that is 15. Eh? Why I couldn't connect it? Okay, here. Isn't it this one? Y equals to 15. Can you guys all see that? Done. I done drawing all the three. But do you know it's not all correct? Why not all correct? Because there's a very important basic that you all learn in lower form. Do you guys remember? Bigger, smaller sign. Okay, no. Bigger, smaller sign and bigger equals smaller equals sign got any different when you draw it out? Of course, yes. Whenever they are equal sign, you just draw like that. A solid line. But whenever they have no equal sign, you need to draw a correct dotted line, my dear. So when I look at these questions, this one got equal sign, this one got equal sign, this one have no equal sign. So the one no equal sign, right, supposed to draw dotted line. So that one is this one. So this one you guys should draw dotted line. So you need to be aware of that, my dear. Everything you learn in lower form actually still workable, you know. Now, this is the line. Draw dotted line, okay? Next, okay. Now, just now the question say what? Shade the region, use the scale, okay, to construct already. Shade the region R that satisfy all the above constraint. So guys, every line represent one restriction. So there's only one part that represent that your seminar can only accept this much of people by fulfilling every single constraint. So how you know which part is that leh? So always remember straight line equation called y equals to mx plus c. So we never look at any other one. We only look at the y. We base on the y to see whether they are bigger or smaller than the other side. So remember, whenever they are negative y, you need to make it positive first. Always need to make sure the y is a positive y, okay? So now your y is what? Lesser than the other side. So lesser, this is a line, lesser means bottom. Bigger means up, okay? So lesser is bottom. So guys, bottom is here, here. Can you see my arrow? My arrow try to tell you is bottom of it, okay? Next one. This is a y. Now, look at positive y. Positive y? Yes, then good. Lesser than 10. Lesser again, bottom. So this is the line, lesser, bottom of that, okay? Next one, this is the y. This one, y what? Bigger than 15. Bigger means up. So bigger than 15, isn't it? Up, up. Cannot? So all because look, my dear. When I know is bottom of this, I know it's here. So this whole part, okay. Can? Then next, I say bottom of this part. So bottom of this part and need to be bottom of this part. Isn't it only left this part? Correct? Because I need to fulfill your requirement of bottom of it. I need to fulfill your requirement of bottom of it also. So this is the only part left. But it's not this whole part also. Because you need to be above of this. Someone need to above. Isn't it at the end? This is your region R that can fulfill every single restriction that we just mentioned. That you must be able to sketch it out correctly and label it R. People ask you to label it R. Then you guys will get the marks. Okay, I see it? So guys, shade it out correctly, 1 marks. Draw out the straight line. Draw out all the line out correctly, 2 marks. I would say lah. You draw out everything 1 marks. You must put a dot line 1 marks because very seldom they will come out dotted line. That means very seldom you will have bigger equal than. Okay. Not very seldom they have bigger, smaller. Normally they got equal one. So I always draw solid line one. But this one, because they only got bigger, smaller, don't have equal sign, you need to draw dotted line. Okay, don't careless on that. So this one done. This one done, right? Let's move on. You read the question yourself. C. I suddenly remember You guys might not having the questions. But my dear, you just play back and then you just take picture, then you just base on that, okay? But I hope you already printed it out, okay? So I forget that. So my dear, C, they say, use the graph, construct in 15B. So need to use your graph, same like linear law, okay? So what is that called? To answer the following question. So the first one, find the maximum number of students from class B. So my dear, look at B. B1, they say, find the maximum number of students from class B. So number of students for class B exactly is the X. So maximum is the highest. Sorry, class B is Y. So maximum is the highest. Okay. So they want to get the highest Y. So guys, what is your highest Y? Don't look at this and tell me, teacher, 110. Hello, I draw until 110. Doesn't mean they until 110. Because now, whatever you can accept is the shaded region. So look at your shaded region. You want the maximum Y, you know is this spot. Okay, you can see that spot. So that spot, when I try to look over to my y-axis, I'm getting the value of 45. So you know, the maximum y I can touch is actually 45. So maximum y is 45 students. That. Why they say the answer 44, guys? I really get 45, eh? Let me see again whether I draw it wrongly. Yeah, wait, my 145 on the dot. Let me check again. Is there anything I draw wrongly? No, no, no. I really don't think I'm wrong. 45. The maximum value I can touch. I know why already. Oh my God. It's such a trap, guys. So guys, I get 45, correct? But we won't write 45. You know why we won't write 45? Supposingly that is our maximum. But because this particular line, okay, doesn't include equal. Remember or not, this dotted line doesn't include equal. So even though we touch 45, but but because it doesn't include equal, so we will write one number lesser. Don't tell me then teacher 44.9. Where got student 44.9? Correct, my dear? So that's why we want whole number, but because they got write the word equal, so that's why maximum y equals to 44. That. No wonder I see them, they also getting 45. I also getting 45. Both of us same what? Next one, second part. So the B2, what are they asking? They say, all students what? That participate, okay, in the seminar have to pay a registration fees, okay? Everyone need to pay a registration fees plus the seminar fees after that, okay? So every student from class, registration fees means the seminar fees, I think. Okay, every student from class B has paid a deposit of 4 ringgit. So for class B students, okay, they paid they pay deposit, okay, of RM 4 ringgit. And then next they say, wow, the student from class A will make the full payment of that day. So class B students need to pay deposit first, but class A make the full payment on that day, which is what day? The seminar day. Okay, the seminar day only they make the full payment. They no need to pay deposit first, okay? So unfair. Then next they say, calculate the balance of payment that has to be paid by each student from class B. So because class B, they already paid deposit, right? So they still have some balance they need to pay on that day, okay? Then they say, such that the number of students for class B is maximum. So class B students is maximum, okay? And the total collections from all the students on that day, my dear, the seminar day, is 400 ringgit. Okay, let's concentrate about how many students first, okay? So now they're talking about class B students is maximum. Class B student is Y. So your Y is maximum, which you just did it. So the Y maximum, isn't it here? So we know the maximum Y students is 44 students. So maximum Y, when Y is 44, then what is my X? Look back to your graph. Everything need to refer to your graph. So these questions, I think all of you guys can see. The maximum point is 35, 45. So I repeat again, can you use 35, 45? No, because 35, 45 both got touching the dotted line. So the dotted line means it doesn't include 35 and 45. So guys, just now we already choose 44 for the maximum Y. So guys, you can only refer based on the maximum Y because they only say the Y is maximum. So just now the 45, we already bring down one step, become 44. So you can see. Now we base on this value 44. So when it's 44, my dear, okay, when it's 44, then what is my X value? So whenever they are 44, okay, you see this is the line, correct? So you want maximum, right? So maximum should be the most right side, correct? So the Y need to be 44. Then for my X, the one that equal will be this. Then don't tell me your teacher, okay, never mind, I show you first. This is how I look down. Okay, so guys, that means when my Y is 44, when my class B student is maximum, what is my X students? What is the number of class A students, which is the X, correct? So I use 44, I touch. Once I touch, I bend it down. So guys, once I bend it down, I get 36. So can I write 36? Yes, I can. Why this one I can? Because guys, this 36 is under this solid line. So solid line, no need to write one number smaller because this is a solid line. So it's 36, okay? So that means, 36, So that means when my Y is 44, my X is 36. Now, let me start inside. So the total collection on that day itself, okay? On that day, the class A need to make full payment. So full payment is how much? I don't know. Okay, let's call it K, okay? So it should be class A students payment plus class B students payment. Isn't it equals to 400 ringgit, correct? Class A need to pay full payment and class A got 36 people, okay? Class B, class B no need to pay the full payment because they already paid 4 ringgit. So if they already paid 4 ringgit, they need to pay the balance. The balance is in K minus 4, correct? And how many class B students join? 44 of them. Isn't it equivalent to 400? Let me open bracket. 36 times K, 44 times K, 44 times negative 4. Negative 176 equals to 400. So 36 plus 44, 80K. Minus, move it over plus, 576. So the K answer, 576 divided by 80. Are you guys getting 7.2? Oh, so that means the full payment, guys, remember the K is this one, is the full payment. The full payment is 7 ringgit 20 cents. But the question asking what? Calculate the balance of the payment that has yet to be paid by each student. So guys, the balance. So the balance will be RM 7 ringgit 20 cents and they paid the deposit of 4 ringgit. So guys, the balance is RM 3 ringgit 20 cents. That 4 marks for the back part. You get this 1 marks. You get this 1 marks. You write this out correctly 1 marks. Still got 1 more marks. Where it go to? Oh, you got right this 36, 44, another 1 marks. And this question worth 10. Done. Hopefully this video helped. Hopefully this video is not 5 hours. Okay, I'm not too sure. I couldn't see. See you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye guys. 안녕.